And again, I'm actually, normally I just gaslight you by being like, yeah, sure, Hunter, that sounds cool. We'll see, because I know where this is going. But this time I'm actually like, yeah, could be. I don't know.
I'm glad, finally. The sadistic mastermind himself can't play one over on me.
Or
at least, who knows?
Or do
You could be lying. I have no idea.
That's right. Go back into your
let
realm
it
of
sink
doubt.
in.
As I'm sitting here holding a shower head up to the camera.
yeah, exactly. You're taking a shower right now.
You rewatch the episode, I'm completely naked, just like...
Yeah. I'm like, I see your cock and balls. We cannot put this in. I don't know why you had to stand so far away from your Logitech web camera.
Why was this recorded on an iPhone? What the heck?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, this is unsettling.
He even asked me to start organizing him homework. So I bought some old exercise books for low-level maths and English.
God damn, dude. She is bought in.
He was, I mean, like, she's taking it way too far. Like, when he quits his job, it's like, okay, I'll treat you like a child. Like, she's also insane.
That's how you know this is a fictitious story, because you already know. If you came home and your wife is like, hey, what's up? I quit my job. There'd be hell to pay.
It would be over.
Hell to pay.
Hey, Kale, I deleted the YouTube channel. I need you to treat me like I'm 6 now.
What? Yeah, exactly. Buy me homework study books, please. Thank you.
As she just beats me to death in the living room.
You have to say you have
your girlfriend's father.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
You puff out your chest and you say, you don't even realize the fucking wolf pack you just brought in on you, buddy. That's what you say. And I go to his ear. I go to his earlobe and I do just like that. I'm like, you want to take this outside? You'll see how soft these hands when they're fucking beating your face, asshole. That's what you should have said. The very first time I met my dad, my wife's dad, he got up and he shook my hand. I said, sit back down. I said, sit back down, old man. Let me get a look at you, is what I said. I'm like, I scoffed at him. I did. Yeah, that'll do. So I said, I walked off.
And did you ever see him again, or did you kidnap your wife, or how did that work?
Oh yeah, no, we're really good buddies now. He learned his place. He learned his place in the wolf pack. He's my pup.
He learned his place in the wolf.
Yeah, he's one of my pups.
I cannot wait to meet your parents and in-laws. I have so much to tell them. Oh gosh,
they're gonna be like, oh, you mean? They call him. They're like, oh, you mean Ezekiel? Because that's my dog name. They're like, what about
your dog name?
Yeah, that's my pup name. It's my alpha name.
Oh.
Ezekiel. You better not catch me on a full moon, dude. That's all I gotta say.
All right, I'm gonna keep reading now. Jamie and I hung out inside the house and played my Nintendo 64 while we flirted pretty outrageously.
Hot.
How old are these kids?
26, I think. Bases covered. Bases covered.
Man, these kids on bicycles building ramps playing N64. Thank God they graduated college 8 years ago. Yeah.
What does it look like whenever you're flirting playing Nintendo 64? What was that? What kind of shenanigans?
You were never like in high school playing games with a girl you liked?
Some of the boys, maybe. It's my turn. It's my turn.
Stop it.
No, stop, Michael. Stop. That's how I flirt. Yeah.
You do that thing when like you're playing a game together and then one of you's like beating the other and you're like doing the like the shove thing or whatever.
Okay, come on. That you're cheating.
Sure, yeah. That's probably what's being described here, yeah. There's a lot of this going on, you know.
Stop. You're tickling me.
I'm not going to describe anymore because you're going to do it. It makes me uncomfortable.
I'm looking directly into the viewer's eyes right now. Stop it. You're tickling me. I'm up next. I want that people can practice their flirtation.
I'm going to keep reading. Good Lord. There had been an unspoken sort of mutual attraction throughout the summer that no one had the guts to act on. Stop moaning.
Yeah. Long story short, I plan on taking this whole shit show down. Long story short. Well, who is it? Long story short.
There's so many
now that I'm gonna tell you, I don't want to risk your safety. I will tell you this though. There are 2 other employees at your camp that also aren't a part of this cult. It's one of the older workers and his son. Might seem weird that a cult would hire two people who don't believe in anything they believe, but your camp did just that. There's probably more to it. Long story short, if we can find out who they are, they can help you.
Have you been smoking crack tonight, sir? We've been here for 40 minutes.
Long story short.
Thankfully, they've gotten lost twice, but I've seen the flashlights go over the hill 3 times now, so they have to. By process of elimination, they're going to be in this parking lot sooner than later.
Long story short, I'm addicted to ketamine. And I love opioids. Long story short, that's up for you to decide. But if you didn't trust me, why would you have stayed here for the last few minutes talking with me when you know why they are coming after you? Long story short, I saved your ass. It led you to a pretty well-hidden location in these woods. Long story short, just think about that.
Wait, he's not going to take him with him. he found him in the middle of the woods and told him all this, and he's like, well, good luck with that. And then he just gets in his car. He just wasted 30 minutes of his escape time. Just making it up. Also, I imagine it's a red herring, but if it turns out to be true, it's like, oh, my name's an anagram. And he's like, well, that's a coincidence. That's going to be the stupidest. like that. I guess the scar's a coincidence. They're really just mad at your dad. It's going to be the most frustrating. As he got in, he turned back and yelled at me.
Oh, by the way,
he yelled out,
if you mess up the victim ritual after someone already has Horus inside of them, Horus will disappear again. That's one of the theories I've heard. Long story short, may want to use that to your advantage if you do get caught. Also, long story short, I heard another theory that states if a person is possessed by Horus, they'd have the ability to appear physically as him. So yeah, long story short, trust no one that looks like him. Though, I doubt you already trust that many people in this area. Good luck.
Sadly, I didn't hear anything he said after the first 5 words, because as previously stated, he was driving away. So the end of that was completely incomprehensible.
Oh, by the way. Hey, I was wondering, could you stop?
If you mess up the victim ritual after someone's already...
Oh, what?
Wait, that was really crucial.
Hey, could you come back and tell me that part?
Can you take me with you, please, God? Please, for the love of God, they're trying to kill me.
They're gonna fucking kill me. Yeah, long story short, you're in for a wild ride, kid.
People are stabbing themselves and they've been talking. I'm so scared, please. Come back. Why is there a grocery store in the middle of the woods?
Because the bear's gotta eat too, kid.
Yeah, he gets mauled to death by a grizzly bear.
Because the Keebler elves and the bears that live in this forest. And that's a story for another time. Long story, the world's a fucked up place.
Putting long story short in, the one legitimate time it was in the story was cruel to do that to us. That was like mockery.
Otherwise than that, let's get into our lifeblood.
Hold on. I have to make the joke real quick because there wasn't a chance to say it. This title applies to both of us because I grew up, very like Christian, very like, behave around women kind of thing. And you were told this because they had restraining orders on you.
That was a hysterical joke.
Mm-hmm. Well, I had it in my head and it had to come out at some point. So it was going to be more natural, but because you wouldn't let me speak, I had to put it out there somehow. So
Isaiah, to yourself, read the second line of the second paragraph.
A long, winding lineage marked with rape and slavery. Okay.
Well, I said read it to yourself, but that's okay.
All right. Okay. Well, that's awesome. Thank you for choosing this. I did not choose.
Warning.
I did not choose today's episode. I did not pick this. Hunter's like, hey, I've got a story for us to read, and the first thing I see related to the story is that. So that's awesome.
I chortled to myself. We weren't allowed to talk to women. I said, So I said, oh, that's silly. I said, oh,
and then he read it, and then he read it, and he got to that sentence I just read, and he's like, "This story's about me."
Okay,
this is all about me. I can't talk to women and those things. That's me.
Okay,
that's what I do.
We have got to edit that out.
We're not.
we are absolutely editing that out.
Of all the things I have said on the show, that is not even top 5.
That
top
will
10
okay.
No. And I'm the one who said it, not you. I said it about you. So
about me, I know. That's why it's even worse. All right.
Yeah, you had nothing to do with that. Okay, whatever. That we weren't allowed to talk to women. A Hunter Hancock special that Wendigoon had nothing to do with.
Written by Solus.
Solus. That Hunter Hancock special that I had nothing to do with.
All right.
Anyway, I was born into one of those old families of the South, the kind that has long silence toppled and decayed, attempting desperately to hold itself together. Oh wait, we didn't even say. I feel bad. We didn't even say anything about the author.
I did. I said.
You got me all messed up.
I said written by Solus.
Introduction.
I said written by Solus, and you kept favoring.
Hunter
Hancock special. That's all you did.
Well,
I fucking shouted him out.
You put me in a defensive position. Put me in a defensive position with this.
You put yourself in your own position. I didn't put you in that now.
You put me in positions all the time. Let's get that straight. Okay.
This enraged the woman as she decided to enact her revenge by tampering with his account. At one point in their relationship, she had gotten his login credentials and she used this to log in and quickly delete the character he had been playing for years. When the man realized she had tampered with his account, he called the police. They took this very seriously and arresting her on charges of illegally accessing a computer and manipulating electronic data. She was even detained and held 620 miles away from her home. That's so specific. What the
They flew her.
They put her in the like Hannibal Lecter mask and like flew her ass into a different country.
And that's thousands of eyes. It starts to reveal its true shape. That's why only certain people can experience hyperspace and can only see the extra dimensions. Because if you see it for what it is, you start to see what these creatures inside of it really are. We only perceive them in 3 dimensions, but as you fall into the extra dimensions, you can see their true states. The angels appeared to man as 3D objects because that is what humanity was used to. And then a special gene showed up back in history that allowed people to perceive more dimensions. What was that special gene? The creatures of higher dimensions, the angels coming down and creating Nephilim that could perceive these extra dimensions. And when these extra dimensions are seen, these fallen angels, these demons are shown as the creatures they really are. Beings of millions of eyes screaming, turning in on themselves as big as mountains. But most people can only discern them as 3-dimensional objects because that's all their mind can comprehend. But because these demons have worked their way into technology and can communicate and be seen through it, if you see technology for what it is, you see the demons for what they are. You see God behind the veil.
I was gonna say you could take your gun and shoot yourself in the leg.
All right, well that was a little much, I think, but
2 men once planned to kill and castrate Justin Bieber. I feel like you could probably leave out the castration. I'm not saying to kill, I'm just saying if you're gonna do one of those things, you just put a bolt in his head. I'm just saying castration, bit of overkill, all right? What are we doing here? Are you trying to send a message? Because God, I hope not. In 2012, a man named Dana Martin had become obsessed with Justin Bieber. Kind of makes me think he's collecting it then. Castration? If he's obsessed with Justin Bieber, got his balls in like a mason jar, like it's Newton's cradle, but it's just 12-year-old Justin Bieber's balls. Because of this, he reached out to a personal trainer at his gym about helping him find someone to kill his wife. Hey man, you coming in today? Yeah, I'm gonna get my pump in. Hey, do you know anybody who can kill my wife? Sure do. Yes, sir. Yes, I do. The trainer pretended to find the perfect man for the job, but secretly tipped off the police instead. Hey man, you look like a freak. Thanks, Tim. Do you know anybody who can kill my wife? Yeah, man, definitely. Hey, there's a guy gonna kill his wife soon. You know, like, what the fuck was he thinking?
I don't think I need to tell you the name that was on her slip.
Can you imagine your slip says like Turnk or something like that?
Turk?
Yeah, you get a girl named Turk Brownie.
Is that like the word trunk rearranged?
I don't even know. I'm so tired. I'm so tired that in my mind while you were reading, all I thought it was Turk. I started laughing. Turk Brownie.
You want to know the best thing? I typed in Turk to see if that's any anything, and this was the first image that appeared. It's apparently some YouTube channel.
This is it's instead of a name, it's just this image on the slip. What am I supposed to do with this? Oh man, Mike, lucky you got turned.
You got turned. That's what she looks like. I'm so sleepy.
I am too, God.
This is going to be completely insufferable to everyone.
I know.
watching.
I'm sorry.
Just randomly Turk.
We're gonna get a lot of Turk today, dude.
it's a Turk kind of day.
Mom, Dad, I want you to meet Turk. She doesn't speak human language. She speaks turtle. What'd you do last weekend, Hunter? Well, I went down to Victoria's Secret and got Turk some bras and panties, trying to spice it up in the bedroom.
I like how the joke is just normal wife interactions, but the name is Turk.
Well, yeah, because how the fuck? I mean, like, well, we wanted to invite you and Turk over for a barbecue tomorrow. You're like, I don't know. Actually, at this point too, I did say that she spoke turtle, so she is an anomaly, and she is that profile picture face. So she is like she's a bit of a monster. But she's the love of my life. So please don't fucking talk ill of her.
Of course, I would never, Mr.
Thank
Brownie.
Thank you.
Oh.
Going down to the courthouse and changing my name today. We're all pretty excited about it.
I quickly packed up a few things: toothbrush, clothes for one night, towels, and anything else I thought I might need. For a second, I thought about giving them a quick heads-up call to let them know I was coming, but refrained, thinking it would be better if my visit was unannounced. By the way, how do you live 50 miles away from your parents and you haven't seen them in 2 years?
I'll tell you what, that's optimization is what it is. I honestly I have not had more respect for a character to because that is I don't know how you do that. Even just like you don't bump into him at all, not once. It's kind of impressive if I'm being completely honest. I was like something like 50 miles.
That
God,
optimization.
damn, dude, 2 years. Holy hell! All right.
Like he can go see them after work if he wanted to.
I'm even
like,
just saying
no Christmases, no
in
birthdays.
2 years, you haven't even like bumped into him at a grocery store or like at a gas station. I mean, like 50. I mean, you never know. I mean, I don't know. It's just impressive.
That's a conscious effort.
100%.
At some point.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was met with the familiar setting, rendering old memories. Almost at every angle, I could recall some event from my life while growing up. It wasn't until I looked in the rear mirror that I noticed I had a smile pressed on my face. This guy's a psychopath. There was no hiding it. I was happy to be home.
It's got to read like that, right? You live 50 miles from your parents. You haven't seen him 2 years. He like looks in the mirror and he's unconsciously smiling. Oh God, I'm just so happy. I didn't know what this feeling was. Yeah, what was this feeling?
Happiness. Is that what this is? Could this be what that means?
It is so foreign to me. Happiness.
It's like Patrick Bateman driving.
I am a shell. You may touch flesh, but there is no one there.
It was 2 stories with all white siding that made up its exterior. It had burgundy shutters to accompany each window and a decent-sized porch with a bench on it. After parking my car and walking up to the door, I could already see the screen door closed to allow the cool air to run through. The aroma of bacon and egg.
What the fuck is so funny?
The aroma.
What the fuck are you giggling about?
I'm sorry.
God, after my car parked. Yes. Yes. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm laughing.
He smelled bacon.
I'm laughing because it's been so detailed, every layer of it. And when it started mentioning Mr. Harris in a jumpsuit, I'm like, oh, is that guy like, I wonder if that guy's going to show up later as a killer or something. So then as I'm reading like the description of the house and bacon, I just started thinking how funny it would be if Mr. Harris just sprinted down the street Just beat him to death
Just
in the middle
scissor
of
kicks the narrator.
completely normal day. Yeah.
And even you saying that makes you think of that fucking scene in Get Out where the guy's like running straight at him in the woods or whatever.
Yes, that's exactly what. Yeah, where he's just sprinting full speed. You get it? Yeah. He's just like, oh, the aroma of bacon, the beautiful old sister.
Bacon and eggs in his hand. He has a cast iron skillet of bacon and eggs. Breakfast.
like the narrator's just like, oh, I'm happy to see mom again, and you just hear like just up the sidewalk. Anyway, yeah, I had to get that out. The more idyllic the scene gets, the funnier the bit got in my head. The aroma of bacon and eggs filtered outward, along with the sounds of talking and moving around. Despite still, I'm sorry, I need to get this giggle fit out of my system. Despite still having a key to the place, I rang the doorbell. Instantly, I heard.
Just take a fucking minute to laugh. Just take one fucking, just count to 60 and laugh your ass off.
Listen. When I heard I saw the word footsteps in the next line. So now it's like, maybe he is about to come sprinting down the street. Look, I'm gonna be honest, man. The AC in my office isn't working. It's like 85 degrees in here. I'm hot. I'm dehydrated.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Losing my mind.
I'll tell you what. Then get a wet fucking towel, a cold wet towel, and a glass of water, and calm the fuck down, because you sound fucking insane. Like you're freaking me out. If anything, the real creepypasta today is like being on a Discord call with somebody that has a little giggle fit. And even you saying giggle fit, okay. I was like, what in the hell? I gotta get this giggle fit out of here.
Okay, do I sound like Hank Hill now?
You guys sound like Bill Dotrieve to me. But Hank? Bill Dotrieve?
Bill Dotrieve?
Bill Dotrieve.
Oh, but his buddy
Hank.
on King of the Hill, that's right. Yeah.
Sorry, Hank, I got the giggle fits. Also, it would have been funny if you said giggle shits. You ever laugh really hard while you're shitting and then you fart and it goes in rhythm with your laugh?
Well, thank you for saying that. It immediately got rid of anything I found funny.
Okay. Well, I had diarrhea one time and that happened, and it was like literally like a water fight with my asshole.
Here we go. Okay. All right. Is that it? Is that mercifully short?
Yep.
The story? When she did, I was met with a loud cry of joy as she raced over to the door, opening it, pulling me into a vice grip hug.
Man, I wish I had one of those. I haven't had one of those happen in a long time. Someone scream out of enjoyment that you're like showing up to their house. It only happened it's happened like maybe twice in my life, and it was great every time.
That was such a sad, forlorn statement.
Okay, in hindsight, I do agree. It was pretty sad, but more so, I just mean in my mind, I was thinking about the last time someone actually looked, man, they do Hunter, oh, and they come over and they hug you. It happened twice. I think literally both times too. It was never my family. So it was like a friend.
You're making it so much worse. The fact that you're just randomly out of the blue, like, man, I miss that. I miss when someone would love me like that, would hug me that way.
No, I was just joking around. It happens all the time.
Okay. Anyway, I caught sight of a beautiful large silver ring on her ring finger. I guess she was married. Of course she was. A woman that beautiful ought to be married. I thought
he's down bad for this British woman.
He's either down bad or my psychopath theory is like correct. Like him just being completely you may think you have an idea of what Marcus Pale is. You may look at me.
Well, he's like kicking his feet and he's like blushing and shit. She's like, hey, how you doing? I'm Victoria. He's like, you've been talking about me? She's like, well, I mean, they said that you were showing up today. Ooh, okay. It's like, Marcus, you kind of fucking suck, dude.
And she's pregnant with a ring on at church, and he's like, "Oh, she's married."
Darn
like,
it! I wish that was
your
my
first
baby
clue,
crawling
dude?
around her guts.
Yeah, dude.
I wish that was my baby's fingernails clawing at her intestines and her gutty works.
Oh gosh.
What?
Yeah, that's what guys think about pregnant women. They're like, yeah,
let my little raccoon
her.
let my raccoon dig for some trash. Is what I say.
Gross. Okay, whatever. I'm sorry, everyone. I can't. I'm not responsible for him. Or perhaps he had heard the stories and simply didn't believe them. At any rate, history records that he went to the inner part of the temple and pulled back the curtain which hid the holiest of holies from the world so that he might stand and gaze upon the very presence of God. The man was an illegal immigrant from Honduras. Oh gosh, dude!
My God, dude!
Bro! Oh, that transition! Oh my gosh! Oh!
All right, so we got done with the Roman. Now we're back into. I
gotta call someone.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. In the old days, before Jesus paid for our sins, we'd be put to death for idolatry. But now, you see them all dressed up in their suits, and the girls are in dresses with their booty all hanging out. They got the
Go ahead, put a little stank on it.
No, I can't.
I'm joking. I'm kidding.
This career cannot. My career cannot withstand that right now. I don't think it ever can. Yours can. You can do it. They got coochie hanging out of the dress at church. They're going in there like it's a club. That's not what God wants. He wants us to dress modestly because we are God's chosen people. But they don't know this. They eating crabs and shrimp. It's funny because I'm reading it in my Poindexter voice, like they.
Yeah, but they don't know this. They eating crab and shrimp
with they coochie all hanging out.
With they coochie hanging out.
Going to Red Lobster. Shrimp platters, going to Red Lobster. See, there's a thread, a line through history. The Egyptians, the Babylonians, the Romans, America, the slave owners. It's all one. Do you know who the Nephilim are? Oh. Okay. In the curriculum for becoming a readjustment specialist, they omit finger blasting entirely, which is odd considering what a routine part of the job it is. I can't tell you how many times.
Isn't that the truth, right, buddy?
Being a readjustment. Hey, you know what? Whatever job you're talking about, being a YouTuber, so true, King. I definitely know what that is and have definitely done it before.
Finger blasting, bro.
I know. I'm just
routine part of the job.
About being a virgin. Hey, part of the job. Clock in, clock out.
Clock in, clock out. Hey, now that's true, brother.
Hey, that's true. I tell you what, you get out these big contracts, you can get a lot of work done. Especially being in the union and all, they can't kick you out once you're in. You know, you gotta stay. If they have any other jobs pop up, it's gotta be you, even if you ain't good at it. The work could be described as Sisyphean. Trying to reculture a person after years of all that whiz-bang feed stimulation is like pushing a heavy boulder up a hill. And occasionally, the boulder is masturbating.
It's kind of a fun take on the Sisyphus thing. Just a big jacking off boulder. Oh, I'm falling. That's kind of like, pick me back up. I'm falling.
That's kind of like me with you. Anytime I go with you anywhere,
that I have to push you up because you're masturbating, or which one? Which part?
No, I'm pushing you because you're the big boulder that's jacking off.
Oh, I see. Am I the big boulder just because I'm just fatter than you are? Okay.
I was going to say no to be nice, but I feel like if I say no, you're going to turn that back on me somehow. So I feel like defensively, I should say yes. Like I should put the shield up or something.
Well, thank you for thinking defensively in this occasion.
Well, I just had my guard up. Like if I be nice, he's going to use that against me. There's going to be a turnabout at some point where the bit comes back on me unless I strike first. It's like Hiroshima, Nagasaki. It's like Japan's not going to surrender, so I have to fire hard all at once. Anyway, 43rd, next day.
But, Ma, What about my tire swing? Come on now. There's all sorts of other things you can tie your tire swing to. What about one of the many giant flayed demon penises that grow abundantly in our world and provide our lumber? Ma, I don't want to swing on some dumb old demon penis. You just say that because you haven't tried it. Now mind your paw and fetch an axe. This would be the comment I want to get into on the story. Someone's like, what the fuck are you talking
about? That interaction sounded like an exchange from one of your cartoons. But Ma, I don't want to swing on the demon penis.
I don't want to swing on the penis, Ma. Well, you never tried it. No matter what, the one thing's for certain is that chocolate milk is work. I mean, like I am having to hold everything in right now. Go ahead.
You can run to the bathroom.
No, I want to see. I'm kind of hooked right now.
On seeing if you can hold it in or the story?
The story. Maybe both.
What would happen if you just violently...
If I had a violent diarrhea in my pants, I would show the audience. I would show you the back of my legs and everything. Okay? But I want to know what happens.
Okay. All right. If that milk gets too bad, you need to let me know.
I'll let you know.
Okay?
I'll switch to mobile and I'll record that way.
Okay. All right. I hung I'm imagining now that like the camera's cutting back and forth between my normal setup and you like in a dark bathroom with the phone right under your chin and like you can just hear very loud toilet noises.
I don't want to come to that. Please read.
The AC beeped. The beep was wrong. It should have been lower. It's higher when it turns on. Was it off this whole time? Couldn't be. I literally felt its warm breeze on the back of my neck. Oh. Oh, it's like a gut punch. Oh, Hunter, I'm scared. Oh, I'm scared. I'm afraid.
I would hear these footsteps and I would be ripped back into consciousness, terrified. For my entire childhood.
Hold on, to make it easier on us, you want to alternate paragraphs?
Sure.
Sure, like substantial paragraphs. Like if it's a sentence, then you do another one.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, that way it's just more rhythmic or whatever. Neither of us are losing our voice. Because we're in this for the long haul. This isn't a sprint, it's a marathon, right? We got to pace ourselves.
Yeah, it's a classic tortoise and the hare kind of thing.
Exactly.
You'd be very surprised who wins that race. Huh?
Look, I'm not saying I was there or anything, but from what I've heard, it got pretty wild.
From what I heard, it was a pretty good race, is all I gotta say.
A lot of upsets that day. All right. Anyway.
Yeah. Since I'd sometimes get up to piss or get something to drink, and can remember just going back to sleep on the bottom bunk. My God, I'm having a stroke.
It's okay, Grandpa. So if you hit control and the mouse wheel, the words get bigger.
Zoom in. I need to zoom in, Sonny. I'm sorry.
The words, they're bigger, Grandpa. You don't have to squint so hard.
It's easy to read now. This would happen once or twice a week. Just seeing somebody move around and like he'd be gone for a while and he would just like scream in his kitchen and his like mom would have to wake up and be like, go dress. It was horrible.
No,
I don't know why I kept going over. You know what I think it was is he just like his mom, and this is the inner fat kid of me, and I feel very ashamed about this, but it was just like his mom had really good snacks, that kind of thing, where it's like you go over to his house and you're like, oh, dude, I'm going to be eating good. I'm going to be eating very well. Banana slices with chocolate syrup, that kind of thing.
It is pretty good. So it was like in your head, like I might have to put up with like a screaming possessed child, but I get the
I'm going to have to deal with this. That is the reality of the situation. It's how I felt about it. But I was like, he has a GameCube and a PS2, and his mom has good snacks, so why not? Why not?
This was back in the 1950s, right?
It was, yeah. It was back in the 1950s.
Back then.
Yeah, it was a very, very new console.
Exacerbated by my question, she said,
"Oh, yeah, sorry." Why don't you just tell them about the goddamn balloons if they're so interested? That's very aggressive.
That's super bad, man. Okay, maybe you're
I imagine
right.
she's sitting there smoking. She's sitting there like smoking. She's like, why don't you just tell? Why don't you just tell about the goddamn balloons if they're so interested? It's like, hey, Mom, my story did pretty well on this subreddit. She's like, who cares?
Do you have a wife yet? A job?
Yeah, when are you gonna move out of this damn house?
You and your shark pull float have been here for 30 years.
Shark pull float. Get out of my house.
When you play a character, you're temporarily possessed by that character. These themes were called groups. There was a space group, a sea group, an earth group, and the group I was in, community. In kindergarten...
There was the Fire Nation.
Long ago, the 5 groups lived together in harmony.
Exactly. There was a child with an arrow tattooed on his forehead.
But everything changed when I was kidnapped and thrown into the woods next to a shark pull float.
Yeah, but everything changed when Bryce Michael moved into town.
In kindergarten in this country, you don't learn much except how to tie your shoes and how to share, so most of it isn't very memorable. I only remember 2 things very clearly. I was the best at writing my name the right way, and the balloon project. That was... sorry. I know Balloon Project, it's like a kid's project, but I read it as like an MK Ultra thing, like Project Scorpio or the Northwoods or whatever. So I read it as like I just remember my name and then the CIA clandestine operation.
Yeah, I was the best at creating mustard gas for the CIA.
Okay, hold on, not to jump the gun. I'm drawing a connection between this and the pull float in my head, right? Anyway, there's a.
You want to explain how?
Well, a pull float is truly the balloon of the water, right? So, so there's a full float. In the...
that is intuitive. Wait, hold on. Pool floats are like balloons that sit on water. Okay.
Write it down. Get your notebook out.
Right, jot that down.
My note was something like this.
Hi, you found my balloon. My name is blank, and I attend blank elementary school. You can keep the balloon, but I hope you write me back. I like Mighty Max, exploring, building forts, swimming, and friends. What do you like? Write me back soon. Here's $1 for the mail.
On the dollar, I wrote 4 stamps.
4 stamps!
It was in quotes. I had to do it.
You were so excited. Oh, that was great. All right. He wrote that. So the idea is that strangers like send in, like he said, people were sending pictures of landmarks and stuff. So it's people like, oh, well, I'm from here. This is what it's like.
I would hate to see what some of these pictures were. They sit back. I have a feeling that this is a disaster project, is what this is coming to be.
Look, like I said, it was the 90s. That wasn't on anyone's mind. It was the 90s.
Yeah, no one really. Yeah,
kids were just flying into vans left and right.
That's how it felt. That's how it felt. I have here's a picture of my van. I'm going to pick you up from school on Thursday.
Oh, yay!
I got lots of candy.
I have lots of candy.
I've got balloon floats. I got shark floats. So.
Yeah. It's a balloon for the water.
They say floats are the balloons of the sea.
That's what they say. That's what they say at the store.
What's
it's
that?
In the balloon
what's
section
that thing I said during Baraska? Oh, mayonnaise is the sauce of the aristocrat.
Yeah, that's what mayonnaise is the sauce of the aristocrat.
That's what this dude writes back to the kid.
It's like, what? What is it? Okay.
Okay. Ben and I had become acquainted over all that time together, but it wasn't like we were brothers in arms. Oh, so sorry, I have to go get my package 1 sec.
Man, Isaiah's gone. Now, I get to finally say my true piece. What if Ben's in the bag right now flopping it around? What if Ben's sitting there and he's saying, it's so floppy in the bag? And our hero here has to look out the cockpit window and see what he thought was his rigor mortis friend flopping it around in a bag in the vacuums of space. Would you go out? Would you go out and would you help this man, or is it his own fault? Would he just be flopping it forever by himself?
Apologies for killing the vibe.
No problem.
Hold on 1 second. Another package is here. In fact, I'll be right back. I apologize.
You're all good. Then again, maybe Ben's flopping it. Space Station never said that was our question, right? What if Ben's in there right now flopping around? He likes it when the narrator touches him. Flop, flop, flop. Can easily translate to tap, tap, tap. How do we know that Ben's not in there right now? A massive bone and gunk. Grabbing his big old dick and flopping it around. Inside of a space blanket cocoon. Would there be a better place to flop it? You tell me. I'm still fully believing that Ben is flopping it around right now. Grabbing it at the base, flopping the top. A well-endowed man, taken too soon. Prophecy knew that it would happen, yet still here he lays, flopping it from side to side. Grabbing the base, probably one peeky around a ball. Flop, flop, flop. Or as the story would suggest, tap, tap, tap.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No problem. If you find your friend dead on the floor in a spaceship, maybe don't go out and check on him. Maybe keep him in this giant Ziploc bag, because they might be alive and fucking trying to kill you. Stay creeped.
Stay spooked, you creeps. And this was just really good. I have nothing else to add. Bye. A little ways away from the shed, I found this in the middle of a clearing. What is this? And we have a little Easter bunny looking thing. That's like, I mean, at one point it was an Easter bunny. Now it's like vines grown over it. It looks decayed and like paint chipped and stuff like that. But at one point it was like a little cute bunny decoration.
Yeah, like almost like a yard gnome looking thing.
Oh, my wife opened the door. Oh. You want to come say hi to everyone after that heart attack? This is going to be in the episode. Oh, it's just Hunter I'm talking to now. Oh my gosh. Oh, say hi, Hunter.
Hello, that was very, very funny. The Wind House.
Let's get into it. Let me start by saying that Peter Terry was addicted to heroin.
God damn! What a opening sentence.
Whoa! Just out of the gate.
13-year-old window goes just like me.
This is gonna. If this is like super graphic, I've set myself up for. I don't think it is. I
feel like this is definitely gonna be one where I'm gonna be like, why the hell? Of course, this is what a 13-year-old loves.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping it doesn't go Jeff the Killer as goofy as that. We'll see.
There was probably like a hot, tall woman in there somewhere, and 13-year-old me was like,
Peter Terry's heroin dealer was a 7-foot-tall woman named Helga. You're like, oh god. Thank God, there she is.
She was known for her dark
Helga.
lipstick and fishnets, and I just like 13-year-old me's like, yeah, brother.
Fishnets, a typo negative shirt. You're like, a tall glass of water, Helga.
Typo negative shirt.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take an even bigger cadaver. I'm going to put you in a coffin. I'm going to put the bigger the bigger cadaver on top of you, and I'm going to recreate the pen pal ending. And that's how I'm going to bury you.
Oh,
how would you like that?
Oh, I hate you. Oh, why would you say that?
I'm gonna
You're
do
a
that.
terrible person.
I know.
You
and I
know
can't
that
wait.
ending freaks me out.
Yeah,
That
it's
was a
gonna be
low
that forever
blow.
for you. Forever for you. Forever.
That was rude. That was mean. Say you're sorry.
I'm not gonna say fuck you. I'm not gonna say
Say you're sorry. That was mean.
Hell no.
If
Hell no.
Okay, I'm changing my will that if Hunter does that to me, I'm putting a bomb somewhere in his house.
God. You have admitted to some crazy shit these past couple episodes. Good God. You're putting a bomb? Good God.
That's more reasonable than what I was talking about last episode. If you tie me to a random corpse and put me in the ground, yes, that is I'm putting a bomb in your house. Without hesitation.
Well, I'm going to start learning bomb deactivation then immediately. I didn't know. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to start learning.
What's going on in room 8?
Okay, yeah, whatever. All right. It's just so important for her to have a baby, and you know she blames me for our problems. Man, he's dumping on a 16-year-old.
I was gonna say this 16-year-old is. This is a heavy load.
This is a lot. Yeah, you know.
Good
Do
God.
you know that my wife in there, who's losing her job, blames me for infertility? Do you know she thinks it's my? And he's like, I'm still high. I'm ditching school.
Oh, yeah,
today.
exactly. He's like, did you know we got Swiss cheese in? We offer Swiss cheese now. And he's like, I want her to be pregnant. I've been trying so hard.
But
you know
she-
she blames me, right? You're like, yeah. So
Every
we
day
got,
she looks at me like it's me. Do you know what that's like to come home and
yeah. So we actually make our own sourdough bread here. It's like just trying so hard to like get the fuck out of this conversation.
And then I have to go to work. I have to provide for this house while she runs this dead-end job. And then I'm the monster. I come home and it's me. I'm the devil.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to graduate in 2 years. Like, just like, okay. Do you want Pepsi with that or?
Yeah. Squidward just sits there in silence, blinking for about 30 seconds. Then starts to sob softly. He puts his hands, tentacles, over his eyes and cries quietly for a full minute more. All
I imagine he puts his hands in his face. It's like,
this was one of the most terrifying stories to children online, by the way. Keep that in mind. Yeah. It was like it wasn't coming from the speakers, but that speakers themselves were holes that the sound was traveling through from the other side. Yeah, that's how speakers work. It's almost as if the speakers weren't speakers, but instead holes that sound is projected out of. As good a sound as the studios like to have, they don't have the equipment to be able to produce audio of that quality. In fact, it's about time I wheeled her out. Fair warning, Miss Sharma, she's a thing of beauty. To Rob Gothard, beauty took the form of a dark green Jeep Wrangler. Rob climbs in. Did you
Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah. A dark Jeep. Green Jeep Wrangler. Oh, God.
you know what I like the Jeep Wrangler from
How do you
the beginning
switch
of
in and
Goonies.
out of that voice so fast? It's supernatural, my gosh.
You remember the I think it was either a Jeep Grand Cherokee or it was a Jeep Wrangler in the beginning of Goonies. But that style of Jeep back in the day, oh man, good stuff.
It was a good car. It was a good car.
Good for you, Rob Guthard. Good for you.
Yep. Rob, I like how you make that noise if it's Jeeps or questionably young women in stories.
Oh, my God. Oh, good God. This is just, oh my word.
Stop moaning. I can't do it. Rob climbs in and lets it roll out of the garage, where it dominates every inch of the driveway. Car, stop. As soon as I read
Dominate me.
As soon as I read the word dominates.
Every inch, oh God.
Oh gosh. The car is large. I'm just waiting on it. I knew.
Yeah, I know you were waiting for that one.
Yeah.
All right.
I knew it couldn't be the same tree as in the abandoned lot, but at the same time, I knew that it was, or at least a different part of the same tree that made the tunnels and appeared in my old world. And whatever place this was, why is everything explained 4 times? Because I had started.
I'm in hell. This is. I'm so done. I'm so done with this story, dude.
How does it keep going?
I feel bad for our listeners. Click off the fucking video if you're still
There will
listening.
be another
Goddamn.
one next week. It will be 4 paragraphs to say it was the same tree. Like, because I started, the number 43 is going to show up in a second, because I had started having that thought as soon as I stepped out of the house. I didn't think this was my world. Really?
I'm gonna punch a fucking hole through one of my monitors, dude.
Not exactly. I could see a larger island some distance away, and it might have people on it. Hotels and cars and planes. Or it might not, as those things might not exist here. Either way, my newfound intuition was growing stronger, and I could tell that what was it called? The con? No!
Stop saying what was it called?
The texture.
Stop fucking. Just remember words. Stop writing it like this.
What is it's like the stupid, the My Little Mermaid song. What is fire and why does it? What's the word? Burn. Most of them were from the force of his own muscles, his own muscles had exerted on them. All right, I'm so back. That goes so hard. They had so much oxygen in their system that their bodies were like bulking up, that their muscles were becoming super strong. Just with the wrist, he's able to like punch through the strap and the soldier holding it down. His bones are shattering from the mass of his own muscles. All this oxygenation, and then the moment he goes to sleep, he's dead. I love it. That's cool. That's cool.
No, it's definitely levels of anime that's being.
Oh my gosh, that's it. We're gonna fight right now.
No, it's good. I think it's fun. I like how over the top it is.
I'm just I get a little weird sometimes. He's like, okay, so
I'm such a freak.
It's funnier to imagine him wearing full like Heath Ledger Joker face paint during all this.
Yeah. Hey. Wow, I'm a character.
You talk to a woman at a party and everything's okay. You call her 12 times at 2 a.m. and everyone loses their minds.
Do you want to help me? Do you want to help me set up my webcam in between a vending machine?
You place a security camera outside of your building and everything's fine because it's all part of the plan.
It's
but
simple.
You set up one little webcam between a vending machine staring directly at the weird redheaded girl's front door, and everyone loses their mind.
It's simple. We kill Amy.
All right, that's funny, John. You do like Heath Ledger. Thank you.
You want to know how I'm going to unlock this door to let you in?
He already has a pull cue in his hand.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a magic track.
So stupid.
Kill. Like she comes over, he's in. It's simply kill Amy. Like it's just gonna beat her to death when she walks in.
But them not really paying much attention to it and just hoping that it wouldn't fuck with them. Their grandfather being like, you don't want to mess with a deer that stands on 2 legs. It'll fuck you up for real. Just don't even look at it.
It's a pretty good rule of thumb.
That sounds
you know?
really scary, Grandpa. I don't care. It is scary. It's scary as shit. Just, I don't know, twiddle with your thumbs. Okay, thanks,
But it
Grandpa.
turns out he was right.
Yeah, he
was
was.
right,
He
right?
was-
'Cause they ignore it and it doesn't happen. Yeah,
He was
yeah.
right.
Sad part of me realized that this was the closest thing I'd had to a friend in almost a decade. I found myself looking forward to the discussions we would have after each meal. I'm laughing because, in a sense, you are my parasitic twin that I read to.
What do you mean?
I was just reading that.
What?
And it was like I would read to him, and the part where it's like sometimes it would talk to me.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes I would have
This
to
is the
stop and
CreepCast origin
explain.
story.
What if it ends and it's like
this
his
is so
name's
fucked up.
Hunter?
I'm
And
like,
I'm
this is fucked.
bro. That would.
Yeah, I was
that-
a big-lipped Hawaiian shirt-wearing
all right,
man.
there it is. And the
Okay.
twin could control fire, and also
Yeah, there you go.
was a little punk. And sometimes I'd have to stop and explain an event to them, but most time they just listened quietly and waited patiently.
That's me the entire time.
That's so you. Afterwards, we would discuss our feelings on the book, what we thought was going
This
to
is the
happen.
CreepCast origin story.
And the next one's great. A sad part of me realized this was the closest thing I had to a friend. Yeah. I found myself looking forward to our discussions. I didn't mean to ruin it, but I think I just did. Oh well.
That's great.
If a small dog was whimpering, shivering, I probably wouldn't just stay down there and open the hole. I probably would
Yeah.
just be like, this is a bad idea. But you know what? They're down there. What are they supposed to do?
It looks at the hole you're working on and starts crying. And they're like, wimp. What a loser.
Yeah, exactly. God whip, you pussy. Jesus.
Amateur hour down here.
Yeah, good lord.
This hole that periodically makes grinding and moaning noises? What's your problem?
B said he did not know when it stopped. The rumbling had ceased too. Bizarre. Which is just like, weird. The breeze has stopped. We're sweating up a storm down here. That's kind of weird, huh?
Hey man, you know how every cave we've ever been in has wind and it's never quit ever? Probably nothing to worry about.
It's almost as if there's a box fan plugged in on the other side, blowing constant air on us. Yeah, that stopped, B. Did you see that, man?
Right after I heard the rock noises.
When did this happen? He's like, I don't really know. I just was just working. He's like, B, you got to be a little more intuitive than
Like,
that.
oh, good, slacking on the job, I see, huh?
It's slacking on the job. They don't really discuss the cave with anybody else. That's one thing that they made a note of saying is he's like, people ask about the cave, but we never talk about it. So it's just like a conversation between them, which, you know, lighten up, Ted. Come on, man. You can't, how would you not go into a cave and be like, it was weird as there was like these rumbling sounds. B was being a pussy and so was his dog, but I started noticing that there was no breeze down there. So we were like, what the hell? You know, we're sweating down there like pigs. And like I said, that's when I saw the rock goblin. It's like, I didn't tell B because I didn't want him freaking out too much.
When they're on the drive back, he's like, yeah, so you see that thing?
Yeah, you saw that rock goblin, right? He was like 8 feet tall. He was on his belly. Did you not see him? Oh, dude, it was crazy. That's kind of funny to paint Ted as like this like totally oblivious like bro who's just like down there spelunking. You didn't see it? Oh, dude, it was sick.
Maybe we'll figure out what's making the noises, all that. Ted's like, oh, bro, that guy? Yeah, what's up? What, you missed him? Oh, man, that sucks. Yeah, he was cool. Yeah, he looked chill.
Dude, he had orange eyes and no teeth. You didn't see that?
He had orange eyes and no teeth. Bro, you would have loved it, man. Oh,
Man, you would have loved that, dude. He was funny looking. It's like, Jesus, what?
Hearing a sustained 5-second scream that he later describes as a combination of a cougar and a dying man, I have no sympathy. If you're not immediately hightailing it out of there, don't care.
Dude, B, I don't think that was the drill bit. He's like, yeah, no shit, Ted. He's like, yo, what the hell? That thing was like 5 seconds long.
Did you ever think this drill sounds just like a guy screaming? That's crazy.
Yo, B, do you think that sounds like some kind of dying old woman in the hole there?
Bro, is that your dog, man?
Yeah. Dude, was that his bark? No, Ted. My tiny dog's bark isn't the sound of an old woman screaming. Oh, okay, cool. Just making sure.
No, Ted, my Jack Russell doesn't sound like a outline. Okay, cool, just checking. Just goes back to drilling. Like,
Yo, when did your dog lose his teeth and have orange eyes? Yo, is your dog the same height as Xerxes from 300? It's like, what? No. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, because that's what I thought I saw in the tomb.
you should take him to a vet or something, dog. That's weird.
Yo, is your dog high on ketamine? Do you give your dog ketamine? No? Okay.
Should I have not done that earlier? Oh, that's my bad. That's my dog.
Oh, shit.
It won't happen
me and your
again.
dog are tweaking right now, dude. Me and your dog are on a different planet, B. Just like rips a fat vape, too.
Yeah.
Ted is definitely kind of guy, too, to be vaping in there and just like filling the entire cave with smoke.
Can't see anything. It's just like a smoke show.
It's dark in here, B. Who gives a shit? I don't know why you're freaking out, dude.
Ted's just like a frat bro who got lost in a cave.
How he got through there, it's actually pretty remarkable. Where the fuck am I? We could get no more information from Joe. He just stared straight ahead. He was shaking like a leaf, and he said he was not cold. Damn, dude, you cold? What the fuck's wrong with you? Stop shaking, Joe.
Bro, are you like chilly or something? What's wrong, dude?
Yo, dude, B, turn on the heater. This pussy's cold, dude. I had an overwhelming feeling of anxiety sink into my soul. I was depressed and confused and had no one I wanted to turn to for comfort. Which, if this is a joke to your family, awesome. I mean, imagine the family reading this part. Like,
I have no
horrible.
one. I'm alone. There's no one here.
There's no one here. I feel terrible.
That's okay. Let him think that if he paid me good enough. The pay was very good. $35 an hour.
These are two Samsung OLED computer monitors with 244 refresh rate. Do you know what that means, son? Do you know what that means? He's like, yeah. And this is a creamy keyboard. That's why it sounds so refreshing to the ears. So you're gonna load up Apex Legends, and you have two buttons. He's like, you're going to load up Apex Legends, and if this woman in this room moves at all, you start one of the games, and you don't stop playing until she sits back down. That would be a real horror story right there.
So I'm walking around the car with my night vision on, like, there's nothing out here. I can see everything. There's nothing. Put the helmet on, see for yourself. And she was like, I'm just scared. So we set up with her crying until sunrise and then drove home. So.
Oh my God. That is brutal. You would have been so fucked up if you would have put the night vision on. You're like, oh my God, what is that? Oh God, what is that? It's horrible. It's horrible.
No, what I should have done is I would have been like, I'll go find it. And then I just don't come back.
Yeah, don't come back. You come back the next morning with like Dunkin' Donuts or something. Babe, I just decided to go walk and get donuts. So I hope they don't mind.
Dude,
She's just like fossilized in the car from being so afraid.
Dude, I think she would have divorced me. I think.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. If I picture my wife, there's no way. I would have been up shit creek for sure. Yeah, fuck.
And also, this one girl, I have to close your ears, Hunter. You don't get this satisfaction. There was this one girl who came up on stage, and I'll have you know I'm married, by the way, right? This one girl came up on stage, and she was tall, right? And she was wearing like goth makeup and clothing. And I go, hi, what's your name? And she looks at me and goes, Jacoby.
100%.
And I go, no, it's not. And she gets right in my face and goes, yep. And then just doesn't say anything else to me the whole time. That's all. She just wanted to do that. Okay. And I felt attacked. I felt assaulted.
The Lord tests us in many ways.
No, it was not a test. That was not a
test.
test. That was an attack on me. Okay. And that you sent. I feel like you did this.
I didn't do it.
That was an agent of the devil. You are the devil.
Did you find anything in the Agahari? Our Kagahara?
I thought
In the unaliving forest?
I thought I couldn't pronounce it. Now you can't pronounce it. What's this about, you
Well,
little
it's not my
educated
native-
British lady?
I wouldn't say I'm a cultured woman. I just wanted to know if you've seen any. Did you
Oh,
find anything
I see
there?
how it is. You think you're all sophisticated better than me just because I'm from down here in Phoenix.
Yes.
Well, let me tell you this.
Yes.
You think that it's fine for you to mispronounce it, but when I mispronounce it, it's because I'm some dumb yokel. Is that right?
Yes.
Well, that just...
Now, Rob, I need you to just get back to the fucking story, you deranged old man.
Well, that ain't quite Christian of you now, is it?
Sean had been sincerely working on his temper. He was the one black dude in the house, and he was worried about being seen as an angry black guy. He often said to me,
You get up in somebody's face and they'll be like, say, fellas, let's work this thing out. But if I cross the line, they'll be like, call the police. Nope. I assured him that this was not the case. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, that's great. This nope gone crazy. Oh, that's awesome. But this is also one of the chief concepts of things like the back rooms. That the back rooms exist below humanity. They exist in like the areas you no clip out of, and they're just repeated misprints of human experience, of things humans are familiar with, but reset in an uncanny liminal way. So it's effectively like they're copying what people are afraid of, but in this uncanny valley. Someone really did take everything I care about and they threw it in. By the end of the story, it's going to be like, I see Mother Horse Eyes, but she looks different. Now she appears as a 6'1" goth chick
Yeah.
who wears long boots and fish.
Mother.
At that point, I would freak out, be in the corner, like, I know you're watching, whoever you are.
Yeah.
Stay back. Get out of my head. He gives that to himself in the future and uses that knowledge that his future self has to make his future self come back and get him out of the house so that that future never comes to be. That's what it means in the beginning when he says, I have seen futures that I've seen pasts that have not been and futures that cannot be, because that is the objective that his younger self is giving him in the past. That is why he was given those visions, so that he could save himself from the house.
God damn, dude. My brain. Right. It's. Oh, God, I don't even know what to say. It's a fucking. Jesus fucking Christ. It's like 12 hours of fucking recording, and I'm like, I don't know. God, I don't know. The story is awesome. I mean, I think that the parallel too of people that have been looking for another, it's almost like seeking an answer, like looking inward for your salvation or something. You know what I mean? Thank you so much for listening to the show. Please be sure to check out the links for Mother Horse Eyes. Share some love on there, comment on it, share it with your buddies, do whatever you can to get it out there. And as always, just promote the author's work any way you can. And thank you to people who stuck around with us for this long ass episode. We appreciate you, especially for people who are listening to us on Spotify and Apple Podcast and have just been like listening to us through your headphones or, car speakers. We appreciate you as well. So guys, thank you so much. We will see you in the next one. Bye.
Mayday. This is Cosmonaut Aleksey Ladovsky, attending the contact Soviet space program in Moscow. Please, does anyone read me? Over.
Can you imagine if I'm just boop, gone? Where'd you go? Pop, it's back.
What?
That's what happened to the mirror, right?
Huh?
That's what happened with mirror. Is that not what happened?
That's exactly what happened. But you're being
it's
sarcastic.
It's fucking scary. What? It's scary. Why are you laughing?
Translation of the Morse code. The smiling ones are with me. The smiling ones are here. Do not trust the smiling ones. Don't tell them you know. It will hurt me if they know. It's the end of part 1. Why are you just looking?
What? It's
Harry,
freaky.
what?
And I would eat my words and say that the smiling one's bed at the end made it really scary. Because before I was like, I don't know what the smiling one's titled, but I don't know.
What's got you in this mood? You're being stupid sarcastic right now, and I don't know
I
why.
legitimately really like this.
I don't believe you.
I like it a lot. He's doing the Morse code there, and that's a fun twist at the end.
These are all gimmicks you wouldn't like. I don't know what character you've adopted.
Do you not like it?
I'm enjoying it so far.
I am too.
No, you're not. This isn't how you act when you enjoy things. When you enjoy things, you sit over there and you're like, oh, this rules. Yeah, this is sick. Yeah, it's not. You're not like, that was scary. That was really scary. That was cool. Like,
I thought that this was good, and I'm excited to see what happens next.
Okay.
Because I can't tell if the people doing Morse code are the smiling ones or not.
Okay. Well, I think it's interesting.
Or do you think that he's in a parallel universe and he's able to talk with us right now? Like it's static. Like he's there, but he's not. You know what I mean? Like he's still existing in an alternate timeline or something.
No, to me, this sounds like gun to your head kind of thing. Like they're around him, making him talk and answer questions, but he's trying to get a warning out, I think.
Interesting.
Once again, it is Harry Potter. He has the same scar that Voldemort has.
It's a giant
the boy
lightning.
who lived.
It's a giant
that's
lightning bolt on his
yeah.
back.
But yeah, he's gonna have the same thing that Sharon had. So anyway, yeah.
My scar? I got it when I was little. The reason why, though, is pretty messed up. Yeah, I was attacked by a wizard in the night, and he marked my forehead.
Well, you see, the Dark Lord came to try to kill me, but my mother put a protection spell over me, and that caused, my mother and the wizard to die at the same time. But because of that, he placed part of his soul into me, and it's right here in my back.
The day after he died, Gavrilo Princip killed Franz Ferdinand. That's what triggered World War I.
Died. Franz Ferdinand got shot, sending the world into World War One.
Oh, God. Long story short, the killings and suicides kept happening. And long story short, more members kept joining, and those members would marry and have children. Long story short, that's one of the reasons why the camps were set up about 30 years ago.
Sit in the car. We don't have to drive yet, but as long as that's one more step
long story short,
if we need to get out of the parking lot.
Long story short, and I've had family killed by these guys. Long story short, I plan on taking this whole shit show down. Long story short.
They're explaining the noise at the beginning.
Checkmate. This is awesome. This is awesome.
Okay, how you feel right now is how I felt during I dared my best friend to ruin my life, by the way. This emotion you're feeling.
It's a nice switch.
I'm in agony.
Yeah, this is all fine. What about all the children that are camping there? This is him addressing every single one of those and being like, yeah, that is weird. This is such a mystery.
Yeah, he's just lampshading it, being like, yeah, I know. Anyway, and just moving on. Somehow
I'm nervous
we have
too.
more exposition.
I'm really weirded out by that too.
Yo, that's a crazy point. I didn't think about that. On jaw, bro. I didn't think about that. Yo, I'm finna air this camp out.
Do you think anything happens that they don't know about?
He looked back towards the building, a look of sadness and fear in his eyes.
Hell, for all I know, you've already killed us both.
Let me restart that. Fuck!
Hell, for all I know, you've already killed both of us.
I fucked it up again.
Hell, for all I know, you've already killed us both.
Fuck! God damn it! There. My eyes are so shit. I can't read anything.
Hunter's adapted the role of the aging bald man so well that his glaucoma set in.
I need weed. And lots of it.
Thomas, we need to talk. And not out here. Can we go inside?
I didn't like how close you were to the mic just then. That was in my brain.
I'm right in your ear, Thomas.
Stop. I actually quit. I hate.
It stinks out in the hallway because I farted. Oh, God.
She had Taiwanese food for the first time in
I hate
years.
you so much. I hate you so much. This is so gross. What are you doing? Quit. I can't stand it anymore. I can't take this show. Shut up. Can I read the story?
Yeah, go ahead.
Your son, you complained about sidetracking it, and here you are talking about Taiwanese.
Yeah, no, that was bad. That was bad. I'll admit that was bad. I know.
You complained for 5 minutes about how I derailed the show.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure it's run by some government agency, and I know they're investing.
Fuck!
I know they're investing a lot of money and time into it, but for what reasons? That I'm not so sure.
Why would they choose Thomas? I guess that's probably the mystery now. Why him? But still. I know. I can't fucking read for shit. God damn it, dude. I'm so fucking mad about this.
The way you said that was like it was in character. Like she got stumbled and like transformed into a grown man for a second and then went back to talking.
I need to take some kind of class to help with this. This is fucked.
Just the overall gist. The people talk. The other actors and me, sometimes we hear things and we gossip. That's what caused me to start feeling bad. I started feeling really bad 6 years in.
I knew we were like... I knew we were psychologically torturing you for this while, but after 6 years, it was kind of bad.
Me and the actors got together, and it started getting kind of depressing 6 years
Me and the actors got together, and we realized, yeah, this is bad. This is not good.
Mainly faking painting or watching TV. You know, boring stuff.
You fake the painting? Yeah, that's what he's upset about. You fake the painting? You aren't really painting those wonderful pictures? Don't lie! Who's painting those beautiful pictures? I think about them daily. Oh, God. You faked the painting? You aren't really painting those wonderful pictures? He has to be mentally gone.
Whatever structure we build has to have those consequences built in and minimum effort that forces us to improve constantly.
David was and is a very intellectual person.
Yeah.
Very I can tell.
Yeah,
just the idea, because I know where this story's going based on the title and like the opener. Just being like, high school was great at motivating us. So what if I kill you? What if I try to kill you?
If you're this lost, dude, get addicted to fentanyl. That's your that is your one and all solution. If you need structure, get a fentanyl addiction. That'll get you that. You can find structure that way, buddy.
It's just so absurdly like inhuman.
Well,
like
yeah.
the
Also,
premise,
the amount of time he said minimum effort made me want to. I wanted to jump off a bridge. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Well, see, that would maybe motivate you, Hunter, to do more stuff. So
Also, very bummed this didn't lead to
often.
gay sex. If I'm being completely honest so far.
Okay, we could just read smut if that's what you want. We could.
I 100%, and I don't want to derail the story. We got to keep moving, but I want to say that I would love to read a smut book, like from Smut Talk.
I did not mean to encourage.
I think that it would be very funny, and I think it would be the scariest thing we would have read so far on this channel.
It will, but I can't imagine me sitting here for 2 hours just reading
we should
about
read
like
Pucking Around.
No,
is what we should read.
No, I watched your video where you talked about it, and I'm not
700 pages.
doing that. I still
it dwarfs Infinite
I have
Jest.
a reputation in my church. I feel like me standing there. I feel like I can't do both.
You can't read a book from
Reading
Steve
your
Job
source.
and instead read Pugging Around.
I know. I think so. I like
to think Steve Job would read Pugging Around.
Okay, all right. This is all right. Before this gets blasphemous, the thing, Dave, he's an intellectual person. He smiled with a newfound enthusiasm, and I smiled back.
This has to lead to gay sex. I mean, does it not?
I mean, am I high? Am I high? I feel like if this doesn't. Go ahead. I'm having fun.
So this would be the more normal response. Like just like
if you had a
someone being
prolapse,
like,
if
why don't you ruin my life? Why don't you come over here and mess this all up?
What's
like,
I'm saying is, would you consider ruining someone's life if you had a prolapsed asshole, like some red cabbage?
Okay, all right.
That would be ruining.
Oh my god! What did you say? What?
What? Red
what
cabbage?
Are you doing? What is that? Oh,
come on, man!
Awful. My
little
God.
monkey brain popping out between your cheeks.
Oh!
Come on, man! Come on! We're all adults here. I'm just saying that I've seen many a prolapsed asshole, and I feel like that would ruin my life. have a little jellyfish pop out and kiss my Hanes underwear. I don't know if that would consider that ruining my life, but that would be a good start.
Oh gosh, that hurts. What did you? Okay, as soon as you said that, I threw the headphones off. I haven't heard anything you've said since.
I didn't.
I don't want to hear whatever you've said
Okay.
since.
All right,
just. Oh gosh, dude, that
would be a great way to start to ruin someone's life. You'd have to sit on a ring, like one of those little cushions.
Stop talking, please. I'm begging you. Okay. You literally like unlocked a repressed memory for me when you said that.
What?
None of
what
that
do you
happening
mean?
to me. Of something I read one time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Sure, buddy. All right. I thought it was just a good way to reiterate start to ruin someone's life.
Can we go back to the story now? The account was open for anyone to view and had a lot of porn posts, status updates full of swearing, and praises to Hitler.
Here's my cock. These fucking brownies are awesome. Mein Fuhrer. Hey, that's not me.
Wait a minute.
Hold on
now,
a
what's
second.
all of this then?
Uh-oh. Old boy's coming in hot. Look at him. Lord have mercy.
He is cooking.
Good Lord, slow that boy down.
You gotta put some brakes on that kid.
Several minutes of footage are too degraded to view. Only a select few frames are discernible.
Yeah, it's him getting absolutely jumped by Rocky.
There you go.
Yep. Yo.
No!
Rocky, no. Yo, that's so cool, the deer.
That is
It's
sick.
like coming out of a deer to other deer. That's dope.
Is that a
looking.
deer or is
I
that
love
the dog? Or
I think
I
if
see
you
the
go-
deer in the background, but it looks like it's coming out of Rocky.
Okay, so the previous one looked like a deer. Well, no, that kind of is a dog. You're
This is a
right.
dog,
I guess I
yeah.
need to know what Rocky looks like. Okay.
I see the deer's like doing a little drive-by. It's like, what the fuck is that? Like, running by.
There's no protocol for this.
Yeah, what the hell? Or maybe it was a deer and it's infecting all of the animals in the forest, maybe?
Yeah.
Kind of almost looked like the dad was getting a little freaky with the squid, though, huh?
yeah, his hand up in
just
the air.
a little bit. He's like, God, what are you doing to me now? Oh, son, get inside. Rocky's he's not feeling well.
Son, you need to go tell your mom not to come outside. I'm going to be busy with Rocky for a little while.
Son, go inside and get my jar of molasses and honey. Quick, go. Your daddy
Get the
needs
butter.
it. Avery Jones is assimilated. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it impregnated me. Son, you're going to be about to have a new brother or sister from your pop here.
Avery Jones is now pregnant.
I fucking covered this SCP, and it kind of reminds me of that. It was the, hold on a second, let me see.
The Flesh That Hates.
Yeah, exactly.
610, I think.
Yeah, the Flesh That Hates. It kind of reminds me of
That's
that.
how autistic I am. You said it's kind of like a flesh, and I'm like, oh, 610, the flesh that ate, clearly.
610? Yeah, no, I know that one.
Yeah,
Well, boy,
I know.
sometimes you have relations with a dog, and you end up getting a brother. Now come in here and meet your brother.
Sometimes you just got. Sometimes the dog's acting kind of funky, and you gotta know it in the biblical way. If you hear what I'm saying, boy.
Peanut butter is in the Bible. I'm not gonna go any further than that. The next one is called Starkill. Okay.
I'm just imagining like. Never mind. I can't.
Yeah, nah.
I can't say what I'm thinking.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, let's go Starkill.
All right,
yeah, that
Starkill.
sounds good. Oh. Unusual.
Yeah, someone's like looking.
I also, when I'm alone, just start cracking my bones and like.
I take my scoliosis, I bend my spine, and I retreat on myself like a human insect. That's what
I
that's
also
that's just
like
normal
to-
alone behavior though. So I don't.
course,
it's not
of
that
course.
weird. It's like. Okay. All right. There's no way that's a cop.
Oh yeah, I've seen that guy.
Aaron
For
Mathis?
sure.
Is that me? Did I get? Am I missing? All right, hold on a second. I need to talk to these guys and say, what the hell are you trying to say about me here? He is infinity incarnate. I love that.
Inside the flesh and blood of the stars.
Ray O'Connor?
Is
Is that you?
Mr. O'Connor?
I want to see the guy fucking the dog again. This is the last known appearance of Officer Sam Page.
Did you bring the peanut butter?
I'm looking for peanut butter and olive oil now, sir. I keep changing up my recipes. Rocky loves it all kinds of different ways, officer.
Oh gosh, that's so gross.
I know. Okay.
Daddy?
Yes.
Where's Rocky? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, boy. Why don't you go ask your mother?
Find solace in that fact. The fact we have nothing more to fear in this universe, for we have become stronger than God.
God
Hold on,
damn.
it paused. It paused.
Holy hell. We have nothing to fear in the universe because we've become stronger than God is such a crazy, crazy statement. My God.
That's the most Tower of Babel thing I've ever heard. That's insane.
Good God. We are up on those platforms, or subscribe and do all that YouTuber jargon bullshit. So, yeah, we'll see you next time, everybody.
See you all in the next one. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye. In 1918, though, Francis was killed while driving a Stanley Steamer automobile. He drove his car into a wood pile after attempting to avoid farm wagons traveling side by side on the road. I started laughing there, but it was just because it's kind of goofy. And I picture like old-timey sounds like, he's like, get your wagons out of the way! What? Like with their horses?
You think he's going 127?
I don't. Yeah. I bet you he was going 35 miles an hour and still he was like, "Ah!" Speed wobbles. No!
Measurements to see exactly how much he's grown.
Something funny, Hunter?
What's the reading? Your baby just instant transmission out of your uterus. Well, I don't know how I'm supposed to say this, but we've lost your baby. He's like, what? He's in my
What
body.
do you mean you lost it?
Well,
Yeah.
I hate to say this, but we seem to have lost your baby. That is really funny. Wow, it's a good comedic beat. I like that. Causing Kim to go flying headfirst into the tires.
I'm sorry, Hunter. Is something funny?
I bet you that f***ing
kid actor actually like fell in there and they're like, grab him. And then they went in and cut it. You put the dummy in there, which lesson 1, don't play on trucks, I think is what they're trying to say. Don't be jumping on moving vehicles. Okay. They're always playing. So we have no idea the lapse of time between them. So it almost reads as either the first day or just the next day. And they just don't care. No one cares. But a day or two passes and the kids are back on the farm again, this time playing kick the can and hide and go seek. I've played hide and seek, but the kick the can part was very odd. It did make me feel, I was like, this is like an old European thing. Okay. Because here in America, we just close our eyes. We don't have to kick a can. Watching the kids run around and they keep focusing in. They're doing a really good job by holding the suspense, but you just know, you're like, oh, yep, there's going to be a scythe that comes down and hits the girl in the neck, or, oh, I bet that bull's going to kick that kid in half.
We finally get to death number 2.
Tom is being chased by Danny, and whoops, Tom slips in the slurry pit, aka it's just a pit full of cow shit, and he drowns.
Ah! Daddy! 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 Daddy!
I hate that shot when they show the kid looking like this, because it makes me think, I'm like, oh, he knows he's in there and he's not saying anything. Ah! And then he just drowns immediately. You're dead, especially in shit water. That's all poop. It's a slurry pit. Which I want to say, Danny looking off was very suspicious. By this one, you can kind of tell too, he's kind of the leader of the group. He's kind of our main guy. Lesson 2, don't play near pits of hell and shit. I guess this one could also be water.
I think it's specifically the slurry pits, because that was like a big problem.
Oh, so it's okay. So this one is just for the time, they're just like, these kids, goddamn. We're having to scour and scuba dive down these slurry pits to find all these pale beauties.
A decade or so later, they had to tell farmers to cover up their slurry pits. It was that bad.
That many British children were falling into slurry pits where they're just like, I hate to do this to everyone, but we're just gonna have to throw a net over all of it. You know what I mean?
We move on to death number 3.
Which more time passes, once again, could be 30 minutes, could be a day, not enough time. We know that the kids are back on the farm again, and boy, oh boy, are they playing. This time, the kids all huddle around each other and pour a mysterious liquid from a bottle they found in the barn. And there is, I'm pretty sure, a part where one of the British kids says something like, a little bit of firewater from the white face.
In celebration of our victory, we will drink the white man's firewater.
Because they're playing Apaches. Even when I heard that, I was like... No, the smart ones of the group just pretend to drink the poison, but Sharon actually takes a drink from this non-labeled cup. I thought the acting here was kind of good because she like took a sip of it and she's like,
You alright, Sharon? Yeah, I think so.
Are you okay, Sharon? Mm-hmm. But later that night, we see Sharon go into a house. We cut, it's nighttime, and then it's just horrible, horrible child screaming. The kids go back to playing without any time to mourn once again, and we're gonna beat that to death. I cannot tell you, this is a no fat 20 minutes, okay? There's no room for emotion. This is just telling you how it is.
Shut up, saphead! Ready? Ready. 1, 2, 3. Freeze! On the lookout! Ah!
I love how every time a child dies, it has to be Danny doing. Also, in my mind, I was like, if I was that, I wouldn't die from that. Death number 5. At this point, there are only 2 kids left to play Apaches. And let me tell you, it's a somber scene on top of the hill. You guys are really still gonna play the fucking game after all your friends have died this week? You know what I mean? Danny goes up this hill and he's talking to some of the old blokes at the top of the hill. And he gets on a tractor, the guy's like, be careful. And he's like, oh yeah, piss off. Immediately releases the brakes. I mean, almost instantaneously. This is probably the funniest death just because the tractor is going so slow. You're screaming at the movie the entire time, jump off. For the love of God, Danny, jump off. Your name is Geronimo, jump off. It's so slow. Even the guys that turn around, they're confused. They're just like, jump off. Help! something about a small British child being like, ah! And then just like seeing like a dummy with like, they like tape or glue the hands to the steering wheel, and it's just like going down a hill. They barely hold a fucking beat before they show his mom just sitting in his room like. It's the first time that we see any emotion from anybody of someone being like, this was his room. The lessons, of course, is being stay off heavy machinery, right? The film ends with only one child surviving, which is Michael. I was surprised he was kind of the most, you know. But Danny mentioned earlier in the film that his parents were preparing for a party because they're in between. He's just like, oh, I don't understand why adults like parties. Turns out it was all, that was future stuff, and that they were preparing for Danny's, what do you call after a funeral? Wake? Whatever, his after funeral party. It's so crazy because they're all sitting there and they're like, they do not look like they could give any at all. They're like, oh, you're gonna pass the cone? Pretty nice day today, right? That's it. And then while this awkward clattering of plates happens, they show a list of all of the kids in Britain who have died like that year from all of these things. A lot of explosions. A haunting amount of explosions. Okay? People being crushed, drowned, all, I mean, like, it leaves a weird taste in your mouth, okay? Especially after you're just like, well, that's Apaches. Thanks, British government.
I wish I would have saw that as a kid. I feel like that would have me up good.
In conclusion, scaring kids to get them to learn lessons is very valuable and funny, and I think we should continue to do it. I think scaring children is one of the funnest things to do. See you next time. No.
Well, not even that, but also just the extremely low turnout to coincidentally a woman who maybe knew too much.
I see.
Or something, or other people's priorities are somewhere else in the small town. Like, it just doesn't add up.
Yeah.
A classic Kyle line here would be like, well, maybe your mom was a bitch.
Maybe people just didn't like her, Kimber. Could that be it?
Hey, Kimber, your mom was kind of a bitch, so she's like not that crazy, so I don't know, babe. I'm gonna go get some cookies over there on the table. I'll be back.
Yo, they got free drinks here. Let's go.
Yo, Kimber! Yeah, he's like across the deal. Yo, Kimber, they got tea! They got iced tea and cookies!
Do you want some? I know you said it makes you bloated if you have it too early, but can you have it now?
I know you're worried about stretch marks, but if you want some Chips Ahoy, let me know!
I know you're like fat and all, but these are pretty good. I guess you can have one.
He like takes out his iPhone and puts it in his pocket. He's just playing Black and Yellow by Wiz Khalifa as loud as it possibly can go.
Yeah, uh-huh.
He's like, you know what it is, black and yellow. Getting snacks and cold cuts at the table. Everything I do it big.
Just a kid at a funeral, like, you know what it is, like, not caring.
What would be more obnoxious? A 16-year-old listening to Wiz Khalifa, Black and Yellow, or if it was Fetty Wap's Trap Queen. As loud as you possibly can.
It's like a 5-star general standing next to the chair. Like, I want you to think about a lot of dinosaurs all at once.
I need you to think about a long neck with a rocket launcher tapped to its spine. Can you think of that for me, mister? Unit 13 needs you.
And also, while you're at it, if you have the time, can you think about an 8-foot-tall copy of Gwyneth Paltrow that has
Can you think of an
triple
8-foot-tall
M chest?
Gwyneth Paltrow with missile titties, and she has a big goop candle coming out of her hands. Her goop candle that says it smells like her vagina. Could you go ahead and do that?
And she also doesn't understand what love is, and she thinks that romantic interest is the same as motherly interest, and she thinks I'm her son.
Or actually, you'd be better. Can you manifest Gwyneth Paltrow? And to me, she's really skinny, but to everyone else, she's really, really fat.
Also, can she have a penis, please?
Thank you. Just like combining all of her movies into one character.
but also that everyone else doesn't see it, so I don't have to deal with the
repercussions. Can you make her invisible and all I can see her? She calls herself Pepper Potts.
In which this is funny. I do like that this is also a direct quote. The officer literally says, after Jeff's like, yeah, I did it. All right, I did it. The officer says, well, kid, looks like a year in juvie. What kind of response is that? Well, kid, damn.
That's not
looks
how
like
cops
work. You got a year in juvie coming your way.
You know what? That actually further backs up your theory that this was written by like a kid or like, preteen, high school, whatever.
It has to be.
Because only they would think that like the way it works is a cop shows up and it's like, you stabbed this kid? Well, I'll put you in juvie a year. Come on.
All right. Direct to juvie with you, son.
Yep.
Looks like one exact year of juvie coming your way.
And then it says, Lou interjects at the top of the stairs holding a knife, in which all the officers immediately pull out their guns and point it at the child holding a kitchen knife. Oh my gosh. Lou confesses for the crime to save Jeff, and everyone just believes him, even though wouldn't Randy tell them who did it? But at the end, Jeff's mother consoles Jeff by saying, quote, Jeff, please, you don't have to lie. We know it's Lou. You can stop. Bro, okay. So the cops, Randy's like, hey, I got stabbed by this kid who's a year older than me. And the cops go to his house, and then they're like, well, you're going to jail for a year. But then an unrelated child is like, actually, I did it. And the cop's like, works for me. So he throws that kid.
Literally.
He just throws that kid in the police car. And then the mom's like, yeah, I mean, sure, it's still my son, but who cares? Like, get over it. I have no idea why I chose to do that, but it was fun giving into the strange impulse not to break the droning hum of the soda machines, at least for the moment. I do get that. Have you ever been to like a really quiet place and for some reason you're like, I shouldn't make a lot of noise, No, I don't think I've ever done that. All right, okay. So I got to the stairwell. And sometimes when I'd go downstairs to the bathroom, there were like these long hallways around the church, like in the basement area. And it kind of had that like, the fluorescent hum thing. And I remember just standing down there sometimes and thinking like, man, it is so quiet. Like you can hear so much every little detail. And I kind of get not wanting to disturb that.
Right. Don't want to break the silence.
Yeah. No,
that makes sense.
Almost not of like a fear thing, more of almost like a social cue, weirdly. It's strange.
Right. No, that makes sense.
Rob, what's happening?
Ignore.
He wanted to leave me, so I cut him out.
Yeah, I love that.
Ignore.
She does this all the time. Oh yeah, the gray ghost lady.
Stupid ass gray woman. Who cares? Ignore. God.
He wanted to leave me, so I cut him out.
Would you dance down the lion's tongue? It will shred you, you whore!
It will shred you down to your sins, you fucking bastard!
Joe. Okay,
what a weird, like...
This story amped up so quick.
God, just ignore.
This started with, she does this. It's just, let her
God,
be.
who gives a shit about this old broad? Just don't even look at her. Good Lord.
Man.
She's like, I'm the gray woman. It's like, yeah, who cares? This blue, this pink, who gives a shit? There's women all over the world, lady. That's what he should have said.
It wasn't a bad life, but I can certainly see how it made me into the introverted person I am today. I took comfort in books and I experienced the world through them. What? Go ahead. I heard that laugh.
It's just fun. It is fun. I'm just actually picturing you like just young now.
If you want to
exhausted easily, and I took comfort in books.
Now that you have to do my accent on top of that.
yeah.
Oh
Oh
you're
my
apparently
god,
so good at.
I experienced the world through them.
I hate that voice so much. I hate
It's
it
just
so
like
much,
never-ending story. Where's Falcor at? Oh my god.
I can't describe what it sounds like, but it makes me mad.
I know. I'm sorry. It's such a cartoonish version of your voice.
My note was something like this.
Hi, you found my balloon. My name is blank, and I attend blank elementary school. You can keep the balloon, but I hope you write me back. I like Mighty Max, exploring, building forts, swimming, and friends. What do you like? Write me back soon. Here's $1 for the mail.
On the dollar, I wrote 4 stamps.
4 stamps!
It was in quotes. I had to do it.
You were so excited. Oh, that's great. All right. He wrote that. He sounded like he was calling for help, but he would dip into another language that I've never heard before.
Whoa. What the fuck?
The way this is written is like, yep, so 4:45 a.m. Definitely a guy cried for help outside, but then he started talking in German or Arabic or something, and I don't understand that. So I just figured, let it be. Maybe he's got friends nearby.
It was about 5 in the morning. I heard him say help a couple times, but I think he spoke Spanish, so I just said I just better let him be.
I opened the door and said, por favor to you too, and just, let the elements, have their way with him. Let the... This is actually you with Diego. Now that I think about it.
No. I would have rushed to Diego's help immediately.
Yeah.
And these people, they draw them, they wrote that stuff? Yup. Whatever's in that room drove them mad. That's fucking terrifying. Have you guys considered getting somebody to bless the room? Jesus? Is that her being like, Jesus Christ?
I think it's an exclamation. If there's no question mark, and then she's like, Jesus? Like God?
So she means, Jesus. Yeah. Well, you'll have a hard time getting him, but perhaps some other sort of holy person.
That was almost a bear trap on accident that you pulled off.
God? Should I have God bless the room?
You're in some mood right now.
No, I mean, Jesus, you're talking about an exorcism?
I showered down the hall in the safety of the bathrooms and then walked back to my room to change. I was supposed to meet Ian in half an hour to head out to a party, and I wanted to get out of here as quick as possible. Since the silence was unnerving me, I threw my iPod on the docking station and turned up AC/DC.
Why does she introduce
CK
AC/DC?
Walker loves AC/DC. Absolutely loves it.
Highway to Hell? Why the fwig not?
Yeah, what's it? Why not? They turn it up.
Yeah.
Are you with him?
That's
no,
Shoot to
Thrill. Shoot to Thrill. You're right. How's Highway to Hell start? Thank you. Oh, yeah.
I'll take it on the one-way ride. No stoplights. Speedy in. I'm gonna get there too. Come on the highway to hell. Highway to hell. Highway to hell.
He's like,
No stopping.
Yeah, you know, the more we read C.K. Walker, the more I find her endearing. Just like
you haven't found her endearing before.
Well, I've always thought she was like when we started the show. Baraska was like the scariest story I've ever read. You know, when I was younger. But it's like not really the tropes, but like the commonalities I see continue are like they're nice. Like the fact that she brings up AC/DC.
I would say a lot of her stories are very playful.
Yeah, very playful.
You know, I think that there's like a very almost like a fantastical charm to them.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them do not take themselves super seriously.
No.
With the dialogue, it must have there's always like some.
No, which was the biggest problem I had with Baraska 5. That I feel like a lot of it was.
We don't talk about that anymore.
Yeah. But I was suddenly very stressed, very tired, and very drunk. When the alarm went off at 6 a.m., took everything I had to pull myself out of bed. I got dressed in the clothes I wore the night before and shuffled my way across campus to the atrium. Alice was already there with a black coffee in hand.
I figure you need this.
What?
So she laughed.
What?
I figure you need this.
Where did that voice come from? What is this performance you're putting on?
Because I know it's going to sound weird if I try doing the girl voice. So it's like,
I figure you need this.
Just say, I figured you need this.
It says she laughed.
Okay, when have you ever put that much emphasis on a laugh mid-sentence?
It's okay. I figure you need this. How'd you know? Your text. I texted you last night? Yeah. At about 1. You told me about Sigma Chi.
Sigma Chi.
You told me about Sigma Chi.
It's not Sigma.
Oh God, yeah.
It's Sigma Chi, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
You said Sigma Chi.
This little mouse.
Did you say Chi?
Sigma Chi.
You told me about Sigma Chi.
It's so close to the laptop.
I can't read it.
He's like leaning all the way.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
I pushed my sunglasses higher up my nose and pulled He's leaned all the way into the laptop, waiting for the next line to come.
I have to be prepared. I'm a professional. This is my life now with this fucking laptop. But even before he gets into this, I mean, he's talking about like his girlfriend smells like cinnamon. She has chimpanzee feet. I bet it was not hard to press that unfollow button.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Think of what he was saying
I really
to
miss
her.
my girlfriend, her long ass toes.
Think
It's
what he was
okay.
saying to her when she was alive, right? If when she's dead,
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
like, yeah, she got like chip feet. I bet he was saying some wild stuff to her while she was around.
Oh my God, Em, your breath smells like pizza rolls. It's like, hey, cool. Does your boyfriend have to be here? She's like, yeah.
He went to her funeral the same way Kyle went to Kimber's mom's funeral.
I am under the same impression that this is the same universe
Yep,
and they were
yep.
best friends.
Yep, absolutely. Same guy.
Written out of the story because they're like, it's too much.
Yeah,
You gotta
listening
remove
to Linkin Park way too loud.
them. Yeah. Breaking the habit over and over again. He just keeps asking for more and more gum. Yo, can I get another piece of juicy fruit? Hell yeah, man. Open up the glove compartment. Get yourself some.
Yep. Oh, that's the life.
As you just dive.
Yeah,
you die
I feel
live
like
on air.
like a lung's gonna fly up here in a second, so that'll be cool if that happens. Stay tuned.
That'd be so intense if you actually coughed up an organ.
If I died on
deal.
camera, yeah, that would be pretty.
No. I don't want you to die. I'm just saying if you coughed up a little piece of your lung, because we record this and I cannot see him. So if something does horrible happen, I'm gonna be like, okay, come on, buddy. And it's just like a murder scene over there, and I'm like, all right.
I'm gonna go
on.
get like fake blood and stuff and start like pouring it out of my mouth, and then like whenever you go back and watch this recording, you'll be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the edit and be like, oh god,
no. He's dead and I killed him. It's my fault.
I'm sorry, Isaiah. I'm sorry. End of part 7.
Okay, hold on. The reason I was laughing at the end, I thought, you remember the C4 she took at the beginning of the story?
Yeah.
I thought she was about to blow up Blue Jay. Is what I was laughing about.
You lack imagination.
Exactly. That's what I thought was happening. She blows up.
I've never seen Alex act the way he does in the following raw footage from Marble Hornets. What do you think Marble Hornets is about? Especially where it's like Brian's gonna reflect here later.
It sounds like. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about the overdose.
Oh God. Oh.
Dude, stop. It smells like horchata in here. It smells real bad.
And then meanwhile, on the TV behind him, just Mr. Wellers don't like it with the.
God. Oh, God, I see God. I see God. Oh, God.
Dude, stop. You're starting to scare me.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. I see the devil. I see the devil. No! No!
Would that be good?
Where did you just whip that out from?
What? What do you
I
mean?
see God. I see the devil. Like,
Yeah,
you had a voice modulator just ready.
Imagine you're sitting in a room with a guy. You guys are watching Marble Hornets. And you just hear. You're like, what are you doing? You're like,
Do you see that? Do you see that little demon in the corner, or is it just me?
Dude, Bryce, you're starting to scare me, man.
Oh, there's an angel tapping at the door. There's an angel tapping at the door.
oh. That would scare the shit out of me. There's an angel tapping at the door.
Okay, just play the video.
There was one very traumatic snake moment in my life that I do like. I don't know if it's the root cause, but I will say it was horrible. And it was that back in the day when I was very like young, maybe when I was like, I don't know, 18, 19, it's whenever the movie Anaconda came out. Jennifer Lopez and Ice Cube.
Yeah.
So I was at my house watching it alone. Well, like my mom was in the other room, but it was like you had like a little tube TV in my mom's room.
Yeah.
And I was watching it in there. And it was that part whenever he is wrapping himself around that guy in the river and he's like getting ready to eat his head. I was so horrified.
Oh,
and then the power to my house went out and it was like pitch black in the room. And I just screamed and I like dead sprinted down the hall. And I was like, Mom! And I don't know why, but ever since then, like, I think I had a fear of snakes before that, but that was like a very, just like a horrible thing that stuck with me. Like I went on a date with my wife. Went on a date with my wife when we were younger as well, and we went to the zoo, and she was like went into because they have like the little reptile room or like
the reptile house.
Yeah. And I just like wouldn't go in. And like it was just a very uncomfortable thing. She's like, "Are you really not?"
She told me
here?
about that.
Yeah,
I think I remember that. Yeah,
very, very embarrassing. And I was like, "I think I saw pandas over this way." She's like, "You definitely didn't see pandas." I'm like, I think I did. I think I'm gonna go try to find those pandas." And I was trying to play it off cool, but I was like borderline hyperventilating, like because also you're trying to impress this girl, and I'm like, God, I hope I get a kiss later or something like that. Whatever.
Wow, I hope she likes me.
Yeah, I hope she likes me.
Meanwhile,
yeah, exactly. So
myself, I never been below 2,000 feet. Never had I been able to look through the window and admire the mostly unexplored blue world. 3,300 feet, the Midnight Zone. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm dumb. Yes, 10 feet is the Twilight Zone. I was thinking Midnight Zone. My bad.
No, you were right. I Googled it. The Twilight Zone is, I think it said 600 to 3,000 feet or something like that.
Okay, isn't the Twilight Zone where the sunlight begins to like disperse?
Yeah, it looks like the Sunlight Zone is the first, and then Twilight Zone and then Midnight Zone. But I mean, hey, what the fuck are we, masters of the ocean? Who cares?
I like that.
What are we, Poseidon?
What are we,
what am I,
masters of the ocean? If not for the sound of the outer hull settling under the pressure, constant reminder about the vastness of the ocean. To distract myself from the unsettling creaking sound, I asked James about the only thing I could think about.
Hey, is that the Titanic?
Just sorry. All right.
I had the thought when they were talking about submarine pressure. I was like, "Huh, that kind of reminds me of another submarine."
It's impossible. It's impossible to.
Yeah. Well, it'll be like that, I think forever. What a wild. Yeah.
That's a true fucking
entertaining.
horror story. I've watched some documentaries about that. Man, that's an actual horror story, man. And though he never responded to any of our attempts at contacting him, he was clearly alive. How? It's impossible, but yet it happened. Once we led him to the station, he simply locked it down and fell over dead on the ground.
Interesting.
How fucked up would that be, by the way? 3 days, you have 10 hours of oxygen, okay? 3 days, and then all of a sudden you reappear. So he was missing, reappears, comes back up, locks himself down, or locks the door and just immediately dies. Very, very fucked. Fuck that. I'd be like, send down one of those fucking pods. Get me out. Get me the fuck out.
Put me on that little tampon you got that came
exactly.
down
The
here.
fucking metal tube. Shoot me up, Doc.
Man, what an interesting concept. Kind of like this mystery happening at a super high-tech underwater base. A short distance down the trench, he saw endlessly long tendrils gently swaying with the current. They belonged to the body of a malformed creature, looking like it couldn't possibly control its long appendages, yet it seemed unfazed by the depths.
Guys, are you seeing this?
He said excitedly as he pointed at the bizarre being.
It's a magnipean squid.
What does that look like? Oh, absolutely not. Yeah, this is the big fin squid. Yeah. This thing went around online because someone got a video of one underneath an oil rig just floating in the distance. Look that up, Hunter. type that in and tell me that it's the worst thing ever.
I would, my God.
I know, right?
What the fuck?
Huge. Those tendrils are like, how long
it says here,
is
it says here 26-foot long armed squid found in November of 27 by an oil rig. 26 feet
26
long.
feet. Yeah. Think about how small you'd be next to it.
Yeah, you know Shaq? Yeah, he's not that tall.
sees like an unspeakable entity underwater. How many Shaqs is that?
Yeah. All right. So, guys, we're looking at maybe, I don't know, probably 7 Shaqs right here. Are you getting this? Do you guys see this? That's 7 Shaqs.
There's just, hold on.
7 Shaqs and 3 championship rings. Holy shit.
This thing might be 10 Shaqs long.
This is 10 Shaqs long. That's 10 Shaqs. Pull me up.
He has the picture I just sent you on the wall, but it's just Shaquille O'Neal. Anytime they see something, he runs over to the chart. He's like, "Oh my
All right,
God.
let me stack the Shaqs on top of each other and see what we're really dealing with here."
Captain, you're gonna want to see the Captain Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah. Come on, Chuck. Charles Barkley's down there too. Shaq, I should have told y'all we had to go down to San Antonio. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he sees the squid. He's like, "That's that San Antonio woman floating around out there."
Yeah, the best Charles Barkley quote of all time is he's like, "San Antonio women need to learn 2 words. I'm full." Is like the greatest thing of all time. I'm full. All right.
So that thing's floating around down there. I need to wipe it off the wall, pick up the glass, and then I could go die in Missouri. Let out a pathetic sob.
All right, Missouri's kind of cool.
Okay, guys, if there was going to be
so actually the middle of the country is actually kind of fucking sick. Yeah, it's a flyover state, but still.
If there's going to be a giant human trafficking operation, it wouldn't be in Missouri.
It wouldn't be here, so you shouldn't even look for it. Sam,
Well,
take your time. It's okay. Sorry, bud. Look, chapter 2, we're 10% of the way in once we finish the chapter, so easy going from here.
Sam, I won't let anything happen to you. Nailed it.
You look good. Pretty. You know, like healthy. Stumbled all over my compliment. Kimber raised an eyebrow.
Thanks, I think.
Don't you do that for this story. Any other story you can keep that up with if you bring your Scooby-Doo mentality in here.
In here.
I'm gonna be so mad. I don't want to hear a single it's behind me. I don't want to hear a single you're gonna want to see this.
After that, I went to community college, and I've just been sort of biding my time.
Are you sure you want to just throw all of that away to expose your rapist? Kimber winced at my words, and I immediately... That is kind of forward, isn't it?
It's just, goddamn, like the last time, it's like we had... It's just, just dropping it all down there.
I mean, like, cat's out of the bag.
The first 4 parts the looming haze is all around it already. But every once in a while, it just feels like he says it and he looks right at the camera.
It's like with like you said, Broska's become a meme for heavy adult content and stories, and we are now reading once again Broska. So it's poking out. We'll see it. Yeah, it's kind of demeaning for him to be like, oh, you're gonna die to expose your rapist, when it's it's more than that. There's hundreds of women constantly.
Also, it's community college, and she's been biding her time. You want to throw all that away? Okay. She's probably like, yeah. Yes.
Yes. This
I believe
plan, yeah.
that's the goal.
That was the objective. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right.
Oh, okay.
I'm Will.
Do I know this guy?
I didn't say it was a guy, and it doesn't matter.
Why wouldn't it matter?
Because this person has told me stuff that can only mean that they are on our side. Just give me a second, dude. I'm fucking. I'm a fucking.
On our side.
I'm seriously so dumb. It's unbelievable. Because this person has told us. Because this person has told me stuff that can only mean they are on our side.
Hold on, Hunter. Let's take a second. You're doing really good. We're in chapter 3. That's quick. That's a lot of.
I'm so fucking dyslexic. It's unbelievable, man.
Are you diagnosed dyslexic?
Hell no, self-diagnosed. How else could it be? I mean, I'm like, why can't I say this? Because this person has told me stuff that only.
Okay, well now it's a bit. Now we've hyped it up.
Because this person has told me stuff that can only mean they're on our side.
Thank you. Good job, Hunter. There's only 18 chapters to go.
17. No. We're on 3.
We call this the stables. That was
I would
Jimmy
just
Prescott,
almost.
yeah.
I wouldn't even be surprised if this turned into we're gonna kill the whole fucking town.
You know how happy I would be.
I'd be delighted.
If it's just
that would titillate me.
That'd be great.
I'd be titillated.
Kyle's like your grandpa on the mobility scooter. They got a rifle set up.
Here, they duct tape a gun to his hand.
Yeah, he's fumbling over the bolt to re-rack it.
I think that'd be great.
He drives the wheelchair straight into a gas station.
1738. Hey. Does the JBL speaker attach it?
Get up to the chair.
I'm like, hey, what's up? Actually, yeah, dude. It's vibrating the back hub, so it sounds like it's when this car's brr, brr, brr.
Yeah, it's like we need a distraction. Kyle in the mobility scooter. I'm like, hey, what's up? Hello. Around 6 a.m, saw the blue envelope, and I jumped out of bed to read the 2 lines written there.
I did have a Christine, but she was a fucking whore. I had to punish her. I hope yours isn't a whore too, lol. Okay. Uh-oh. All right, so we're finding... All right, hold on.
Oh, boy.
Oh, okay. All right. We have our...
Whoa.
I think we have a little red pillar here, huh?
I think we've got a man going his own way, so to speak.
I believe this does feel like a parallel protagonist here is a bit of a MGTOW red pillar.
That's when I saw the blue envelope on the desk.
You were right. She's a hot one. Better than mine, even. But I can tell she has those same slutting ways.
Oh my gosh!
I'll tell you what I tell you. I said incel horror film.
Whoa! You were right.
Incel horror film.
Man.
Bear Trap. Psh.
Oh,
you were right. She's a hot one.
My father would also tell me stories about his own childhood. My favorites were always about the dog he had growing up named Rex. Hunting dogs. Does that remind you of anything, Connor? Does that tell you of anything?
I close my eyes only for a moment, and the moment's gone. My dog is dust in the wind. My little pupper is still dust in the wind.
Every time I open up the subreddit, it's still just posts of like wheelchairs with machine guns mounted to them.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. You big lipped son of a bitch. You're ruining my life.
You're welcome. You couldn't get out if you wanted to. You know that.
You're sounding very much like a evil Scott right now.
Yeah, well, look, you're my Christine, and hopefully you can satisfy me in this life.
Jesus, come on, man.
You're the one who said you wear the leather dress. You're the one who said you wear the leather dress.
I can't. I close my eyes only for a moment, and the moment's gone. My asshole is dust in the wind.
How's that pleather feel, Christine?
It feels good, Daddy. Yeah, I know. We're cutting all that.
Uncle.
We're cutting all that.
For instance, I remember the first time I saw our Christine. I felt such a strong surge of excitement and anticipation that I didn't even know what to say to her. And later, when we made... Oh, he's getting into... Okay. When we made love for the first time, I remember she cried.
Okay, what the hell are we doing here?
She cried, bro. You gotta
honestly,
get out.
same. That's me too. That's me too, man. I feel you.
That's just what it's like. 58 minutes of me crying. You know, talking about how I'm sorry, how I'm scared, and stuff like that. That's typically how it goes. You know?
Yeah.
She cried. If I'm honest, I cried a little too. What? Oh, you're right.
Bear Trap.
Oh my gosh. Dude, okay.
Fucking Bear Trap. How do I do it? How do I fucking do it?
You know what? This one time, that was a bear, and you caught it in your trap.
I just don't even.
Did you look ahead?
No, I did.
Did you scroll to the end?
No, I swear.
That was a Hail Mary pass.
That was fucking
insane.
Fade away. 3-pointer buzzer beater, dude. That's what that was.
That was actually ridiculous. That was actually that. Okay, good job. Wow. Okay, so I was like, why she cried? Why would you even mention that? I cried a little too. And then the next sentence, and I think I was too hard on her initially, Scott. I thought she was a whore, like the old Christine.
God, this story is brutal, by the way. This is
rough. This is rough. But yeah, you're right. The entire time it's been bad Scott. It's been evil Scott writing this. Man. I'm honestly so upset that you were right that it's hard for me to continue. Is that the tail end of like parents recognizing that children can die?
That children can die and they can also like have a functioning mind. That's like they don't just tell like lies. Every parent thinks that all their children are just like Archie or something like or some like comic strip character.
Gene Willer's comic, but Gene Willer's mom.
I'm gonna go paint a fence. You're like, cool. Get the fuck out of here, Archie.
Yeah, stupid idiot. But then it's like around like the 80s and 90s, it was like, man, people keep taking these things. Like we should maybe do something about that.
Yeah, no shit. Well, maybe the hermit living in this, which in this case the hermit ends up being a pretty cool dude, but still creepy, weird.
Yeah, in real life, you should probably call CPS.
No, I would not be messing with the hermit living in the swamp.
No, absolutely not. No, I'm with the kids. I'm throwing eggs at his house. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna piss him off to where he comes and fucking slits my throat in my sleep.
I would love an excuse to use my stand your ground doctrine to eliminate this freak from the earth.
You threw eggs at my house, just like driving a knife into the kid's stomach. He's like, this is a bit excessive. That's
Yeah,
fucking
you pass
insane.
an area called the Midnight Zone where there's 0 light particles. Like they just quit.
You would probably just go insane. Like, I just don't think that the human brain can comprehend that.
Then you hear like a far distant, like,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
those,
Or like just you like feel something breeze past you. You know, you would fuck that, dude.
Shut up. Let me read this. I'm getting weirded out. I'm going to start throwing hands. I'm at my limit. I had seen what I thought to be a huge flabby claw sinking back into the surface of the mirror with deliberate lugubrious? What is that?
Is that lugubrious? Lugubrious?
With deliberate lugubrious intent.
Lugubrious.
I've never heard that word in my life.
Lugubrious.
Lugubrious. Okay, lugubrious is an adjective that means causing or marked by an atmosphere lacking in cheer.
Red Bull.
Causing or marked by an atmosphere lacking in cheer.
Red Bull.
Like, yeah, Red Bull, thank you. Okay.
It gives you wings. Lugubrious.
It gives you lugubrious wings. It gives you Luigi Brius wings. It gives you lugubrious
Monster.
Why didn't the Order of Dagon have them killed? Well, who knows? Maybe they feared his power. Maybe they thought old Dagon himself would come to collect his due, or the traitor, but it never happened.
Okay, so first of all, you are an incredible voice actor.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm glad you like that.
That entire time I was like, I just like went into a trance and I was looking at the fish man under the rags. Like,
oh, sick, man. Yeah, I tried to get a gurgly thing going.
That was so stupidly good. To follow up on that, how is it that you have trouble reading a text message if you have to just read text, but if you adopt a character's voice, you can read the cult and pragmaticians of Cthulhu and the granddaddy of March without a single break? Like,
I don't know. I think I was pretty immersed myself, if I'm being honest.
You were so into it that you couldn't fathom saying a word wrong. For what? Okay, yeah. Again, this story's awesome. I love this. But Hunter, you're on a beach. If Fish Girl comes up to you, would you do it?
Oh, 100%.
100%. If she looking tall, dark haired, and green eyed,
She'd be looking, however, dude. I'm telling you, wet and glistening, dude. She's just coming out. You know, she opens her mouth and there's all kinds of like eldritch sounds coming out. I'm just like, my ass is the literal first beginning beats. I'm seeing that she's singing some kind of like hypnotic siren, right? Whatever. I'm thinking, and I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody in the club, let's ride. I'm just mambo number 5 the entire time. I'm gonna start dancing like I'm with Lou Bega, dude. That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, you gotta be out there. You gotta start singing with him. You gotta be like, "Oh, I bid farewell to the ports and the lands." And you're like walking into the ocean. And my bones in the ocean forever will be like. You're just going after that scaly.
Oh man, I'm trying to count them scales.
I'm trying to see if those scales talk back. You know,
I am, dude. I'm playing. Yeah. No shit.
I'm playing tic-tac-toe on those things.
That's right. I'm doing some Morse code. I'm pushing some buttons. Hey, we're pushing buttons again. Is what we're doing.
We're flipping switches, pushing whatever they got going on. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna crack the code. Start speaking Cthulhu by the end of it.
No shit. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna be rolling R's and all kinds of stuff, dude. It's gonna be unbelievable.
Okay. Anyway.
Until next time, y'all, stay creeped.
Stay creeped. And if you find out that you have to be a fish person at the bottom of the ocean with Cthulhu forever, that sucks. But hey, if you see a girl wash up on the beach who's a fish person, you're gonna go, okay, bye. As we walked up to the house, I remember my dad checking the address over and over again and looking at the house in disbelief. Then the door opened. I'm sorry, did you have something you wanted to add?
I just can't believe that.
What?
The entire house is boarded up, and the dad's like, "Is this the right? Is this right? Okay, well, I guess we'll go in."
Yo, is this where Kimber's funeral is?
Hey, is this where Mr. Bear Sellers at? Yes, this is where Kimber's
mom. Is this where Kimber's mom's funeral is?
Yeah.
Yo, they got sandwiches in here.
Yeah, oh, yo. Yes.
Okay. Anyway, the door opened. I expected Mr. Bear to be at the door, but I was surprised to see a police officer emerge from the creaking doorway.
Marcus.
Oh, yeah, Marcus, yeah. So what are you, some kind of Mr. Bear hunter?
I heard there's a big anamorphic bear walking around here.
Just all the story. It's just falling in on each other.
All right, I'll stop. I'm starting.
Oh, look, there goes Whip. Oh, look at that. That's
there he goes.
Oh, do we take a ride up here, Bristol?
Yeah.
Hold on, before we go in the house, let me check my Facebook account. I got a message from my dead girlfriend.
Yeah, my dead girlfriend keeps messaging me on Facebook. All right, no, we're good. No messages. All right.
Wait, what's that? Are those giant chicken eggs on the porch? I hope the eyeless lady didn't leave those here. Okay. I'm good. I think that's all of them. I think
that's all of them, yeah.
References. Oh, wait, be careful. There's some stairs in those woods. So.
Yeah, there you go. Now we're good.
Now we're good. Yeah, all right. I spent most of my life hunting in those woods, so you can imagine my joy when my parents got me a hunting dog. What was that noise? That was like a growl.
No, I did.
Like, rawr.
No, I did. I did.
Rawr.
You ever have a hunting dog?
My family did stuff like that. I know, like, the kind of hunting I did as a kid was always like deer hunting or like turkey hunting. You don't really need a dog for that.
We did a lot of
hunting
pheasant
dogs.
hunting.
Oh, you did a lot of pheasant hunting?
Yeah. So then pheasant and duck and stuff. So we had a catcher basically.
Oh, okay.
And my my grandpa.
Did you have one or did you have like several?
Well, we had one. We had one, and then my grandpa, who had a stroke, he would sit in this electric wheelchair. His fucking mouth would be open, and his eye is blind in one eye. And he fucking shot the dog in the head, and that was really traumatizing.
Like on accident?
Yeah. Well, I would assume so. I mean, the man, I don't know why he had a gun in his hand. I was too young to really process that this was a horrible thing, but no. Also, trigger warning, dog death.
A little late for that. Hold on. Were you there?
Yeah, I was right next to the
dog.
dog.
How old were you?
I was probably 7.
You were 7 years old, sitting next to your beloved hunting dog, and your grandfather, uncle, what'd you say?
My grandpa.
Your grandpa just blew its brains out right next to you.
Yeah, well, it shot him in the head, yeah.
Did it? Okay.
I mean, I'm just letting you know what happened. I was just wondering.
That's a lot. Okay.
I mean, it was a traumatic thing.
Like, yeah, I had a hunting dog, but you're like, when I was 7, my grandpa. Wait, so did he shoot it on purpose, or what?
No,
did he just
I don't
have
think
a gun in his? He was just holding a gun in his wheelchair as he was like disabled from a stroke. Okay.
Yeah.
And so it might as well have been you that got shot. It was just like an accident.
Could have very easily happened. Let me just tell you that. Could have happened. It was sad. I feel like this is going to just bum everybody out. We should probably just not even include that.
No, you should include it. I think that has to go in the episode. That is a legendary hunter confession.
Why? That was just a confession. It just something that happened in my life.
The story mentioned a dog, and you're just out of nowhere like, I was 7 years old. My grandfather.
Okay, first off, they said hunting dog. We've experienced other dogs in the show, and that story has never been relevant.
Sandy wasn't my property and wasn't treated like he belonged to me. Sandy was a member of the family, my best companion, and my truest friend. That was until my grandfather shot him in the head while I said,
"You too?" Small world.
That was just a big story for me to just like forget about all at once. I apologize. Okay. I'd been talking with my family about taking Sandy, my hunting gear, and some essentials to one of the cabins my grandfather owned in his heyday. We're introducing a grandfather now.
This is actually becoming. This is unveiling to be something horrible. Okay.
Here's where things get screwed up. Sandy, I'm so sorry. This like unironically.
Is this my life?
This might just be what happened to you.
Good God.
It's pretty close. We were going pheasant hunting in Kansas.
Yeah, exactly. We're going pheasant hunting in southern Missouri. I'm like, Grandpa?
Is that you? There were still bigger animals that would have liked to take a bite out of him if there wasn't a lot of food for the winter. Heard Sandy's bark fade away in the distance and then stop altogether.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. R.I.P. Sandy. He must have ran into Hunter's grandfather. How tragic.
No.
In his mobility scooter out there.
Yeah, all you hear is
for some reason.
Like the wheels going.
What kind of, not to get too graphic into it, but what kind of gun was he holding? Because it's more insane if the guy who like can't move half his body has like a 12 gauge.
He had a deer rifle. Come on, man.
So he can't move half his body, but he's in an electric wheelchair with like a full scoped like bolt action rifle across his leg.
Yeah.
He can't even lift that. Why? Why does he have that?
A man has pride. At least that's what they told him.
I waited hours standing in the doorway with my shotgun cocked and ready to put down whatever it was that was waiting in the woods. It was then that a man in a mobility scooter rolled.
Leave my deceased grandpa alone.
I can't. That's too wild of a story to not bring up. He was a retired grain man, but I was sure if I brought up Sandy's name, he'd be more than willing to help me search for him. Thankfully, I'm sorry. Just a visual of just a guy. A half paralyzed man on a mobility scooter.
You know what?
Just stalking through the woods at night, executing any animal he comes across.
I'm bringing my mom into this.
You're bringing your mom into this? What do you mean you're bringing your mom into this?
I'm letting you know right now.
Sure.
Hello?
Hello?
Mom?
Yes.
Isaiah is making fun of Grandpa Ernest and how he shot our dog Roger. Can you tell him that it wasn't as that big of a deal?
Let me think. Yeah, it was a huge deal. I feel like you almost got shot.
No. He was fine.
Hello.
She can't hear me. She can't hear you.
Hello, Mrs. Hancock. Can you hear me?
She can't hear you, Isaiah. Just what? I mean, it wasn't. What happened to him after the fact? Ernest.
Hang on 1 second.
Well, this is not going as planned.
Okay, sorry, I'm at work. What'd you say?
What happened to Grandpa Ernest after that?
Oh, we put his ass in a home.
Because he almost shot? Because he shot the dog?
Yeah, he's done.
He's done?
Yeah, he's done.
How many years did... I know he's... I mean, this is when I was like 7, but how...
Yeah.
Did he die in the nursing home, or did you guys at least take him out?
I think we took him out like once, but yeah, he ended up dying there.
Well, this is a tragically sad story.
It is sad. And, I just say don't shoot your animals.
Well, I thought it was an accident. Was it not an accident?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, my God. Okay, well, this is completely taken a left turn.
You were young. You didn't know.
Okay.
You didn't know.
All right. Well, this is backfired completely. I love you, Mom.
Wait,
I have to go.
Ask. Hold on. Ask if...
she's gone.
If you were...
She's gone. This memory is completely ruined. I thought it was an accident. It was on purpose.
You've been trying to downplay it the whole episode. Your grandfather shot that dog on purpose.
I did.
And he got thrown in a home where he died. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's not funny. It's funny how you remembered none of it. And it's way more tragic.
I didn't know he was such a monster.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know. Oh. That could not have gone any Editor, you cut that out right now.
You leave all of that in.
You cut that out. Do not leave that in.
If you do not leave that in, I'm quitting the podcast. That is the greatest. That is the funniest thing that has ever happened on this show. Oh my gosh. You going from just a normal event, like, oh yeah, it was this accident, into like, oh, we were afraid your grandfather would kill you or something, so we put him in a home, and he died there.
This is a podcast about telling scary stories here. We're deviating too far from the script here. We got to just get back to the story.
Oh my gosh, that is staying in the episode. That is the wildest thing that has ever happened on the show. Oh my gosh. You are going to hear about Roger until you're dead.
I waited hours. I waited hours standing in the doorway, I believe is the next line. Get me out of this hell, please.
No, I remember. Okay, so remember the jokes I was making about, like, he's out here and then just
it's
a mobile
too real.
scooter.
It's too real up. Now.
No, it is. That is the new villain. That is up there with Mr. Wellers.
I am
as
only
like a
hearing
CreepCast all-timer.
It's fucked up because you've planted the seed now, and now in the woods, all I'm hearing is a mobility scooter cracking leaves and cracking branches, rolling through the darkness. Random pop shots going off in the middle of the night. And now I feel bad for Sandy.
I'm imagining, like, he's out here in the woods and you hear me, like the scooter just going through.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's get back. We're back into the story. People came to listen to a scary story. Let's give it to them right now. Boom. We're back in.
Sandy did come back, but not for another 3 days. Wait, I read all this. Yeah.
Not for another 3 days. That would fuck me up, dude. At what point what's weird is I feel like in the morning I would go searching, right? Or would you even, I would probably go that night with a flashlight, walking around trying to find him.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
What? Why the fuck are you giggling? Okay.
All
right. I love dogs. Okay. I love dogs. I cannot be beholden to my family. All right.
It's just you calling your mom to make it better. It just is.
I needed clarification that it wasn't a big deal. It backfired immediately. All right.
It was a huge
all right.
deal.
I shot myself in the foot immediately here.
Oh my gosh. I could see the reflection of his eyes as green pearls. I'm sorry. Let me redo that. I could see the reflection of his eyes as green pearls in the murder.
What? Come on, we gotta get through this, or people are gonna get mad at us, dude. I'm telling you, we have to get through this.
I know. When I read reflection, my mind filled. In his eyes, I could see the reflection of the mobility scooter getting closer.
The dog wasn't even looking at him, dude. It was from behind. Come on. This story has completely been derailed. People are going to be so fucking mad at us. I'm sorry. If there is an audio listener, I am so sorry for this fucking horrible.
I'm a horrible person.
Here we go.
Sorry. It is not funny that a dog lost his life. I love dogs. It's just funny that Hunter was witness to all of this and processed none of it until 5 minutes ago. Oh, man. Okay. just the image of like a guy who's paralyzed but still has a rifle for some reason. Okay. It doesn't help that in my head, you at 7 years old is just you with the exact same head and facial features you have now, just on a smaller body. Like, I cried for most of the way home, hands clenching the steering wheel so hard my knuckles were white. So, as he's driving away, something chucks the deer head.
Something just
the
fucking
car.
Like as hard as and it had to break through glass to fall into the back seat, basically.
Absolutely beamed that deer's.
I mean, like a fucking asteroid
like
going into the back.
fastball push.
Yeah, literally. It's like Randy Johnson throwing a fucking deer's head into the backseat of a car
at the speed of sound. Just that would actually be like a fun shot for something, right? So imagine that you set up the shot where I'm being a nerd here, but like the camera's in the back seat looking at the back of his head, right? And you have the rear view mirror that sees his face. And then in the rear view mirror, you see something
the deer head flying
just full speed. Yeah. And it
Bambi's
comes like
face
rolls
just
over
like
the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be really funny. That'd be a good comedic beat. But yeah, as a level-headed guy, as a quick little, this is a very quick story interjected with my own trauma. So thank you for that. And I think
I like this story. It was good, but it has to be one of my all-time favorite recordings because it has brought us to a revelation that I will never let you live down, nor will anyone else in the comment section. I was fighting for my life while I was reading to not make every single sentence like, I looked at my dog, it was strange. The front half was long, the back half was a mobility scooter.
Exactly.
I was standing on the porch waiting for something to come. I saw the shape of a mobility scooter come out.
I will be having choice words with my mother after this recording is done.
Oh, that was so
she
funny.
has stained our family's character
lifeline to help, and it was that. Oh,
literally,
brilliant.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire lifeline call completely backfiring. It's not the best.
What's my call sign?
I thought about it. I was thinking London. You're from London, right?
I'm from Bristol.
Sorry. Back is Rob. The kid seems to be about 12. 1 year younger than Jeff. He wears an Aeropostale shirt and ripped blue jeans. So Jeff and his brother are at the bus stand, and then this kid in as described, an Aeropostale shirt and ripped jeans jumps a skateboard over them. Well, it looks like we got some new meat. It's a 12-year-old.
It's a 12-year-old.
Suddenly, two other kids appeared. One was super skinny, and the other was huge. Well, since you're new here, I'd like to introduce ourselves. Over there is Keith. Jeff and Lou look over to the skinny kid. He had a dopey face that you would expect a sidekick to have. That's pretty mean to just be like, he looks like a sidekick.
You're a sidekick, Keith. You look just like a sidekick.
He's like, really? I'm Keith.
And he's Troy. They look over at the fat kid. Talk about a tub of lard. That's not a quote. That's the story calling him a tub of lard.
That's a legitimate quote.
Yeah.
From the story. Yeah. Talk about a tub of lard. Jesus.
The narrator had to be like, this kid was fat.
Well, read the next line.
This kid looked like he hadn't exercised since he was crawling. What? Why is the narrator telling us that?
I have good news and bad news, Mitch. The good news is that you had minor injuries, and your parents are going to pick you up. The bad news is that your brother has been killed by some thing. Sorry.
Yes! I've got good news, you're all right. Bad news, your brother's dead.
It's the fucking has been killed by something, so they know what it is, and then he just ends it with sorry. Sorry about that.
The idea of the doctor, just like he's about to go tell him his brother's dead, and he kicks open the door like, well, it's one of them good news, bad news scenarios.
Wow. That was terrible. That might have actually been my least favorite story we've ever read.
That was, dude. No, how? It's so funny.
Yes,
it's so bad it's good. This is like the Room of stories. It's not like we've read stories that are just boring. You remember the second half of what was the Ben drowned thing?
God.
That whole log.
No, that's true. That's true.
But with that, I think we're done. So stay creeped out,
Stay creeped, you stupid sons of bitches. How's that? Is that going?
Okay, well, maybe that's a bit much.
Stay creeped, you assholes.
That's still a bit violent.
You fucking vile dogs.
How about stay spooky, you bunch of dorks. Stay spooky, you creeps. There you go.
There you go. Bye.
There we go. Yeah, bye. What is it? What's the point of playing? I die whenever I do anything.
You die because you can't figure out the secret.
What?
Semantics.
What are you talking about?
The beauty in your suffering.
I can't, bro. Part of it's exasperated by you, admittedly, but a lot of people have commented on this story being like, I would assume a title like this would be like some weird gay conversion thing or something like that, right?
Yeah.
That's what you kind of the train you're expecting it to go down. But I don't know where this story's going to go, Hanya.
I don't know where the story goes. I'm just a baby. I'm a little baby. Mommy want milky. Baby want milk.
That is a wild accusation. And also, like, you have to kind of transport yourself back. This is 12 years ago, right? So,
oh yeah, I guess we should have said that. This is posted 12 years ago, so it's been a while.
Yes, by user Reath, by the way, REATHE. So for credit, we were going to mention that at the beginning, but at the end, I mean. But oh, you did? Oh, okay. Well, I don't. It's just that whenever you start talking, my brain just kind of like zones it out and quits paying attention because I don't care.
I don't know how to process words. I'm just a little baby.
So you have to take yourself to like 12 years ago. We were, of course, mortified, pressed on, hoping that this was just a sick joke. Yeah, that's what I like to do to my workplace friends. Display images of children I killed.
We're just interns. I didn't know. I'm just an intern at Nickelodeon.
Well, I was playing.
Where's Dan Schneider?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, as a Dan Schneider, Brian Peck thing, it's funny to imagine them like, I was just goofing around. The screen flipped back to Squidward, still sobbing louder than before, half of his body in the frame. There's now what appeared to be blood running down his face from his eyes. The blood was also done in a hyper-realistic style.
The blood was also done in a hyper-realistic style.
Let's go. Editor was reluctant to go back. We all were. But he knew he had to. Why does he have to? Why does he need to call the police? What do you mean?
Well, we will after we do our edit because we're interns.
The editor leans around. He's like, we have to go back. Could be a dead child. Her entrails were piled on top of her above another crude cut along her back. Again, the body was on the street. He brings up the street again. It's very important to mention the street. The body was on the street, and the photographer's shadow was visible, very similar in size and shape to the first. I had to choke back vomit, and one intern, the only female in the room, ran out. The show resumed. Yeah, this is for men. This is a men's group. This is for the boys. Get out of here, Toots. Get out of here, woman. Loser.
Read the next line.
The lead sound editor told us to stop. He had to call in the creator to see this. Mr. Hillenberg arrived within about 15 minutes.
Steven Hillenberg. They're bringing in Steven Hillenberg now.
They're bringing him in. That deep voice said, "Do it!" And we saw a shotgun in Squidward's hands.
Yes! Yes! Oh my God! Read! Keep reading! Keep reading!
He immediately puts the gun in his mouth and pulls the trigger.
Yes, the next line.
Realistic blood and brain matter splatters the wall behind him in his bed, and he flies back with force.
Yes! I love it! Yes!
We did it. There was an investigation due to the nature of the photos, but nothing came of it. No child scene was identified. What?
It's just funny. There was an investigation due to the nature of the photos, but nothing came of it. It's just like, you know those photos, the most interesting part? Yeah, nothing really came of that.
You know those dead kids? Well, don't worry about it. We're on to the next part. No trouble.
We didn't know what the fuck happened there. Who knows? It doesn't really matter.
Yo, that was weird.
Once she was done, Pinky held up both cutie marks in front of her friend and started waving them like pom-poms. Dash just whimpered. Her thighs burned.
My thighs!
Placing the skin down, Pinky selected the large butcher knife and walked behind Rainbow Dash.
Hope you don't mind. I think I'm gonna wing it now.
Did you like that? Did you like that pun, the Pinky Man?
I did. I did a nice hysterical evil laugh too. It probably got cut off, but it was I sold it. Don't worry, it was sold. Also, I just want to say too, since we stopped, that I feel like that Griffin death to some people who know the show was probably quite devastating. It had to be. Oh fuck! Not the Griffin! Oh fuck! Mom! Mom, get in here!
Got it. Say, Dash, why do they call it a hacksaw? It doesn't hack. Hacking is what I was doing with the knife. This is a saw. I don't get it.
You know that line? I know we're reading a My Little Pony fan fiction, right? But that line in itself is a fun line for a torturer to have in a movie. Like, I could see, what's his name? Mr. Blonde from Reservoir Dogs saying that. When he cuts off the guy's ear, like, I don't get it. It saws. It doesn't hack.
You can see the obvious Tarantino influence on this story. I want to say this too. This is really, I mean, you know, it is what it is. This is far from the worst thing we've ever read. I just want to put that on.
It's true.
Way too much fun with this.
It's far away. Yeah. It's not the worst crime a story can commit is being forgettable.
Oh,
right. And this is certainly not forgettable.
No, God, no.
Like, now I'm imagining, like, as the Pinkie Pie's walking around, it's like, well, I don't know why I came in tonight.
And then actually no, she'd be dancing around to either Life is a Highway or it'd be What Hurts the Most is being so close and watching you walk away. The Rascal Flatts kind of story.
Of course. Pinky placed the tool over the last attempt. It effortlessly sailed through the bone and skin. The painful feeling of the teeth biting into her made Dash want to vomit. She watched helplessly as her wing flew over her head and landed with a fluff on the table. Pinky moved the next and started sawing. Dash didn't struggle this time. She'd given up trying to fight, just cried. Then the sawing abruptly paused. Pinky was only halfway done, the wing hanging on only by a sliver.
Hey, Dash, think fast!
Suddenly, she yanked the wing as hard as she could.
God, what sadistic fucking 12-year-old is writing this? Hey, Dash, take that! Like rips out the fucking bone.
You know, I actually gotta say that's kind of brutal. I know we're talking about like a horse swing, but
I was like,
but imagining someone like ripping off the half saw through arm or something.
It's not even just physical torture; it's fucking mental agony as well. Hey, Dash, take that! And then just immediately ripping the thing out. I mean, my God, what kind of fucking
that's rough.
What kind of like fat little boy or girl was sitting down writing this and just like grinning ear to ear? What sadistic? What future serial killer was writing this? Is what I want to know.
Captain Sprinkles,
yeah,
or whatever
Sergeant
the name
fucking
was.
Sprinkles.
It's actually Captain Sparkles, the guy that made all the Minecraft songs back in the day.
It's all connected.
Yeah. As she's dancing, you can hear in the background. So, baby, tonight the creepers are gonna steal.
God.
The bone snapped, but the skin held tight. The pull ripped a long strip of flesh down Dash's back to her rump. The unexpected trauma caused her body to seize. She felt the warm release between legs as her pelvis tensed up. Dash's loud, unending melody of pain filled the room. Unable to catch her breath, she blacked out. She awoke with a gasp. The stench of her urine filled her mucus-caked nostrils. Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. The stench of her urine filled her mucus cake nodule. She's having involuntary seizures.
It's such a detailed,
good God,
like heavy description of a torture sequence.
Get this child off Ask Jeeves immediately. What happens when you torture someone for 4 hours? Search.
Imagine the school counselor sitting down with their parents over this.
Yeah, dude, that's so funny you bring that up. I was thinking the exact same thing. You know, this little motherfucker went to school and printed this stuff off out at the library, and that definitely caught him like, what in God's name is this?
This is, I hate to say this out loud, but this is actually better than I remember it being, just from how brutal the descriptions have been.
Oh, it's good. Yeah. Oh yeah.
She saw a very pouty Pinkie Pie removing the adrenaline needle from her chest.
What? The adrenaline needle?
Yeah, so like Rainbow Dash is passed out because she's going into like a shock. Yeah, so Pinkie Pie's like, here's your epinephrine.
I'm telling you,
you're coming back.
This motherfucker saw Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction and decided to write a fucking My Little Pony horror story. Is that not what happened? It's becoming abundantly clear to me.
Beggars can't be choosers. I watched as his eyes lit up, seeing the get well cards that had been left on his side of the console. He snorted when he noticed the one I left for him.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
You're so I want to feel bad because it's not him, it's you that makes me hate him, but it's so inseparable in my mind at this point. Like when we heard his last name was Esperanza, I just coasted over that fact. I coasted over the mention he has moppy black hair. In my head, it's like he has a perm, like a perm almost of like
he's
red
a ginger
hair.
kid. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like it's like a high end type, but it sets off his head and is curly, and he's wearing glasses that are taped in the middle. He looks like a human embodiment of Carl Weezer from Jimmy Neutron. But annoyingly skinny. Oh, gosh. Okay. Whatever. So for those who are curious, like myself, you can build they sell prefabricated fire towers. It's like one room, all windows. They range from 15 to 60,000. That is 100%, dude. I'm building a fire tower at my house. That's going to be the new podcast setup.
Good man.
Would you come? I'm gonna make a studio, and we're only gonna record at night, and it's gonna be horrific.
We're only gonna record at night. Jesus.
We only record it at night.
That does sound absolutely frightening.
He laughed. It was the first time you had heard him laugh like that. Well, ever. That didn't say much, considering we had known one another for less than a week. But time seems to drag out after you have some freaky shit with someone.
Matching tuxedos.
Okay, this is my bear trap. This next line is my bear trap. I nodded decisively.
With plaid bow ties.
You know why, Isaiah? Because you are this person.
No.
That's why. That's not a bear trap.
No.
That's a mirror. That's a new thing I'm introducing. Mirror.
That's one of the worst things you've ever said to me on the show. What do you mean I'm this person? What do you mean? Explain yourself now.
I'm propping up my mirror, is what I'm saying. That's my new bear trap.
How is that me? How?
I could see you be like matching tuxedos, and then you would have a plaid bow tie. I could see it in a heartbeat.
Don't you ever?
Also, I feel like you go to more weddings than I've ever heard anyone ever go to.
Yeah, because I got like 40 friends who all got married this year, and it's I'm at my limit. They all get one. If they get divorced, I'm not going to the next one or whatever.
I do. I think that's only fair. You get one.
You get one. Which, by the way, I also have. What do you do? Hey, Benny just started chewing on a gun. What are you doing? Are you insane? My gosh.
He's saying free me.
I have.
He's saying get me out of here.
He's saying please kill me. I can't do this.
He's like,
anymore.
because you're like, I'm gonna give you a little bow tie. As you say to him,
Shut up.
He's like,
Shut up. Stop. Don't bring that voice and mention of Dan. No, that's what I feel like you would do with me. If we were like out somewhere and I died, you'd be like, well, the forest wanted him.
I'd walk up with my flashlight through the forest. I'd see your body separated, upper half of your face with your upper lip hooked and your bottom lip on the ground. And I do. And I'd just turn around and I'd walk away.
Never tell anyone.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, even your wife was like, have you seen Isaiah? And I
Kayla.
Do, nope.
Yeah.
Nope. No, I haven't seen anything. You know you shouldn't be up here, right? This is authorized people only. That's what I'd say if I'm up in the broadcast station. You realize that you're not supposed to be here, right?
This is 5 years from now when I build a fire watch on my property, and you find me dead like in my backyard, and then Kayla comes to find you once again at my house, and you're like, you're not supposed to be up here, right?
I would I'd leave like bits of very good smelling food to attract bears to come and eat your body. To just get rid of all the evidence too. Total
So
mystery.
you killed me in this scenario.
No, you're still dead. But
then
I'm
why
like,
is it evidence? Then why is it evidence?
Well, because I mean, there's a murder.
That was a Freudian slip.
Listen, I wish I would have been the one to do it, but I'm the one. I do. Oh, dang it! That's what I say. I come across your body and I say, darn it. Okay, well, thank God I have these Twinkies on me. And I drop the Twinkies down, and then the bears start coming.
When you said hostess, I thought you were saying, "Thank God I have these hosts." Like you have backup host on speed dial.
Yeah, there
if
we go.
I die in a bear-related accident. Yeah.
All right,
hey,
part
Bear,
6.
You want to start? Hey, Bear, do you want to start a podcast? You want to do a show?
I love you, Bear.
So
I say to him immediately. I love you, Bear.
So we have a joke on the show called Bear Traps. I think you're gonna love it.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that.
I do. Okay. We'll change it just for you, Bear. I love you, Bear.
I love you, Bear. The whole show's just you reading stories and then being like, I love you, Bear.
I love you, Bear. Love you so much. Kind of impressive that he talks, honestly. I mean, that'd be worth calling that'd be worth listening to the show. Yeah, that he has a bear that talks.
You have a show with the talking bear, but it's like, well, we read scary stories.
That's scary. He does, and then I say, oh my God, that's kind of scary, isn't it, Bear? And he does, oh yeah, it's really scary.
Wow, Bear, that's so cool. I'm so glad you're here. Definitely not that other guy. I'm still rotting in the woods, like right next to the recording site.
Part 6.
Part 6. Benny, what do you want? If I let you up in my lap, you're not going to be chill. You're going to freak out. Just then, I heard a crackle. It was the walkie-talkie connected to my hip. Daniel's voice on the other end.
Did you find it yet?
I would beat Daniel to death with my bare hands.
He's kind of coming in at the worst moment.
Just sneaking around. You hear the cries, the shrieking, then it's like, Earth to, hello, it's your best friend, Earth to Captain Tom. Are you there? Just kill him. Be like, just be like, hey everyone, he's up there. Go that way.
Go to creepcast.store if you want some merch from us. Get some nice, fun fabric. We have a lot of cool shirts this time around. I'm stoked. So be sure to check that out. It's a lot of fun stuff. But other than that, I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and we will see you in the next one. Stay creeped.
Stay creeped. This was a really good story. It would have been better if Dan tried in a tragic elk /fall /impalement /explosion incident. Would have made it cooler, but it's good for what it was, I guess. Bye.